goons, bro.
Yeah, because it's not Mexican Independence Day like everybody says it is.
It's not. Well, in a way it is, because the French were like, yo, what's good, bro? And then Mexico was like, nah. And then Mexico stayed in Mexico. But then like a few months later, the French came back with like 40,000 troops instead of 4,000. And then they took over all of Mexico and shit like that.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, bro, man. That's why I don't like the French, the Spanish, all the European. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I don't know, man. How you guys doing, man? It's been a minute since I've done an episode, so I'm glad you guys are here. Today we are at Garage Mike Studios. This is the new edition of Roger That. We're gonna shoot in here. So if you guys are already familiar with this spot, because Garage Mike happens here, and the High Tonight Show, which you can catch live every Saturday at 9 p.m. right here. Yep. It's it looks nice because you guys are like looking at this direction, but in reality we're like in front of the Food for Less.
Right, we're in the alley behind Food for Less.
We're in the alley behind Food for Less. We're staring directly into the beautifulness of the alley at Food for Less.
This is what you call the come up, ladies and gentlemen.
The come up. So these were two of my goons, man. Niles Abston started Channel 310, and he has a fucking dope-ass cartoon that he's going to tell you all about right now.
Yeah, it's called Planet Blak. Please go check that out, man. We need as many views as we can get. I'm trying to get Seth Rogen to see this shit. But it's a stoner comedy about a black dude who's abducted by a bunch of space aliens to come sell weed in space to save their planet because they're failing economically. So, yeah, so check it out. It's called Planet Blak. I voiced the main character. I got a lot of other comedians in it too. Roger plays Roger in the cartoon. Go check it out. It's a cool project.
What I really like about Planet Blak is the origin of the whole idea behind Planet Blak.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was homeless. I was homeless for about a year when I was between 21 and 22, and I was smoking a bunch of weed one day, and I was really high, and I told a friend, like, we were talking about, I'm from Mississippi, so we were talking about Mississippi and like weed laws and everything, and I know a bunch of people with weed charges, and I was saying how like the only safe place for a black dude to smoke weed is in space, and so yeah, we were just like, yo, that'd be a hilarious idea, and so that's how Planet Blak was born. And so I used to sleep outside the Planet Fitness. So I saw a planet. So I saw the planet on the sign. I was like, yo, Planet Blak. And then I just started writing it, bro. And then Eric Albanante, we wrote the pilot together. And now we got it, you know.
It came together beautifully, man. I think that's a new part that I haven't heard of, the Planet Fitness. That is where some of the inspiration came from. Oh, yeah. Planet Fitness is the shit, bro, out here in LA, bro.
Yeah, I still got a membership, and I don't even go.
You have a membership?
Yeah, bro, because I used to take a shower there when I was homeless.
Bro, I've known Niles for a cool minute now, and never in my life has he ever posted a story or ever mentioned that he's been in a Planet Fitness.
I go every now and then.
Damn, bro. I thought you were saying, like, fit was just genetics.
It is. It's a lot of, I call it back pay, bro, because, like, from like the age of 5 to 20, I was working out like a professional athlete because I ran track in college. Ooh. So it's like I'm kind of like going off of, you know, I'm on house money right now, you know. So it's cool.
That's what's up, bro.
I feel like by the age of 30, I'm gonna have to start working out though. Like it's gonna catch up to me eventually.
Honestly, it would have caught up to you now if you ate like me and Darran, which is like savages, bro.
I eat really bad, but the thing is, I only eat like once a day though, and I drink a lot, but I still have a 6-pack. It's weird.
That's sweet, bro.
It's bad. I don't know, dude. I don't think that's a good thing. I feel like it's just all gonna catch up to me one day, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm like 332 pounds, like some nutty professor shit.
Bro, I woke up and I was 170. I was like, man, all I see is gut. What the fuck?
All I see is gut.
Like I just be kicking it without my t-shirt, like just slouch on my sofa, and I look down and I'll be like, oh my god, who is this?
That's hilarious.
When you gain so much weight, you just feel like, man, it's a motherfucker, bro. I gained like fucking 30 pounds when I was 20, like around the time you thought about Planet Blak. Mm-hmm. And then I lost that shit. And then I started drinking again after the New Year's, after 3 years of not drinking. And I drank 30 pounds on, bro.
Wow. Drank 30 pounds?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a...
Good God, Roger.
I know. Goddamn. From literally January to like March, it's like every month I put on 10 pounds of beer gut. And then it's not until like April where I was like, man, I'm a piece of shit. And then started losing a lot of weight, bro. You can see like my weight loss progression in all the videos the homie Darran is taking of me while we do the expressions mic at Cal State Northridge. Yeah. Cause like homie's a great cinematographer. He'll record me like a month ago. You can see me full cheeks. 3 weeks ago, I'm starting to lean out, and then right now I feel like, you know.
He on his Victoria's Secret model shit right now.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to get sponsored by Calvin Klein, bro. I'm trying to get like underwear for all my
Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah, bro. What if I do get sponsored by them? You get a pack. You get a pack. We get some of their T-shirts too, bro.
That's dope as fuck. Talk about the expressions mic, man. Because every time y'all had it, I was out of town in New York.
Yo,
talk about that shit.
Yo, the CSUN expressions mic is. Well, you know what? Darren, talk about that.
Yeah,
man.
talk about that, bro.
Darren's the one that put me onto these mics, so please let him know what's up.
Yeah, CSUN expression mic. One of the first mics I've ever done in my life is what gave me the confidence to pursue the stand-up comedy dream that I have of mine right now. And
what year did you do the first expressions mic? Which was your first mic?
2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 years ago. Yeah.
Yep. So they're pretty cool. They cater food at every expression mic. So if you're hungry, like we always are.
Hey, so you get a spot and food.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm mad I missed that shit.
Catered food, bro.
Mm.
Ain't no cafeteria bullshit around here.
Right. I ain't never been to no open mic where they give you food. They barely let you get up.
Open mics in LA, not only you gotta buy a drink, and then the audience usually is just a bunch of other people who are sour that they had to buy a drink and just want to do their time. Yeah. But at the Expressions open mic at CSUN, literally me and Darren have been the only comedians out of like 15 performers.
That's fire, bro. So like when y'all get up there, it's like something new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, it's like a fucking great experience, bro.
Like y'all are like a breath of fresh air for them.
Yeah.
Whereas
definitely.
like at a regular comedy open mic, it's all comedians all the time. So you're just like, more half-written jokes, yay, you know. But that's dope that y'all got to do that, bro.
It's amazing.
Shout out to Cal State Northridge.
Shout out to Cal State Northridge.
Shouts out to Cal State Northridge, man. I'm surviving because of Cal State Northridge right now.
Hey, let them know, bro.
Yeah, right now I got this thing where I crash a bunch of seminars. It doesn't matter what major the seminar is a part of. I just go in and just learn a bunch of stuff. It could be accounting. It could be engineering. It could be management, biochemistry,
nursing,
finance.
Yeah. And I just listen and I really, at the end of the day, I started using it to have more of a substance when I write the characters that I write for my screenplays and my theatrical plays.
Oh, that's dope.
They give me like actual knowledge, yeah. Like let me know like what it takes to be an accountant, what is the life of an accountant, what it takes to be a biochemistry engineer, and the different type of like diseases that's out there and how they prevent the diseases.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been writing about stage 5 herpes.
Stage 5
I think it's level 5 herpes. Yeah.
Whoa! All right, I never heard of any.
There's levels to herpes.
That's what I was gonna say. There's levels.
Yeah, I just thought herpes was just bad.
Nah, those are like oral herpes. There's genital herpes, and then there's herpes. You can be born with herpes.
You can be born with herpes.
Are there mental herpes?
Is that a thing? Is that because your mama's a hoe? Is that because their mamas are hoes? That's why they were born with herpes?
No, I think it's like chemically like. It goes with the chemicals. Normally, it's if a certain village gets exposed to like certain like bacteria because certain big companies are polluting like either their water system or the soil and stuff like that, and then everyone's eating it, and then it just transmits to like the babies and stuff like that.
Damn.
That reminds me of like fucking what they're doing in China a bunch. Where like they have a bunch of factories that have literally like polluted all the rivers of these small towns, and now the people can't even like eat from the small towns now because the river's so polluted. They can't eat from their natural resources because the river from Apple or whatever.
That's crazy. When I was in China, I remember hearing about that.
I'm imagining right now there's probably like a bunch of little Chinese kids that were born with like mouth herpes. Cause all due to Apple too, bro.
Yeah, they work with a lot of messed up chemicals in those areas. Shops that everything that we have on is basically made in China. Probably this is made in China.
Isn't it crazy how like
for sure is made in China?
Isn't it crazy how like these big companies go to these countries and just do not care about the people, and they make all this money off of them? It's the craziest thing in the world to me.
What's crazy is that the government of those people, the Chinese government,
they let it happen.
They're like, oh yeah, come with all your fucking technology, because then we're gonna steal it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do the exact same thing, because right now there's an iPhone in China, bro. It's basically the same thing. China's the G right now. They're just stealing like a bunch of like ideas, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna make it ours, bro.
Right. Yeah, that is crazy though, because they just allow that to come over there, and they do it every time.
It's same.
Because like when you think about it, the people that run the government, and their children aren't going to be affected by the environmental issues that these companies bring over. That's like I always say, like out here in America, the reason why like public school education never gets the proper funding is because the people that make the rules and make the laws, their kids don't have to go to public school. So why do they care? So that's the thing. If you just made where public school, everybody had to go to public school, it'd get funded in a hot minute. No rich person would let their kid go to a shitty school. So, like, you have all these bad schools out here just because they don't care because their kids don't go. So it's the same thing in China. It's like, yeah, we'll sacrifice the environment because we don't have to go through it. It's fucked up.
It's really fucked up, man. You start to notice that the 1% really doesn't care about the rest of the population, which is the majority of us.
Which is weird to me because you need poor people to work for you.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you want us to be healthy? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you want us to be able to live longer? But I guess they didn't think that through.
No,
or they just don't care.
I read in 1984 George Orwell's, which was written in 1949. He was
a great writer.
Great writer. He explicitly says on there that they do not want us to be comfortable because once we're more comfortable and once we have more time for ourselves, we'll be able to read books and educate ourselves, educate our whole communities, find out how much we're being fucked by the 1%.
Wow.
Revolt. Then the 1% is like, oh man, now we got a bunch of highly intelligent, enlightened people.
Yeah, they don't want a bunch of smart people.
No, they want artists to be intelligent and all that, and that's it. Like they don't want
make entertainment though.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're cool with our subsect of group of people to be enlightened and that kind of thing because it's like, oh well, they make us entertainment, and then like eventually when you go down the rabbit hole, artists, we make these 1%ers money because they own these companies, dude. Like I was looking because like I don't know if you know about how like the whole like writer agency thing that's going on right now. A lot of writers in the WGA are firing their agents because the agencies are doing this thing where basically they're doing these packaging fees where they're making more money off these TV shows than the person that actually put the work in to create them.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like CAA is a big agency, right? Let's say like you sell. Let's say you make Roger that into a TV show. You sell it to CAA. What they'll do is they're like, okay, cool. We're gonna assign you, and then we're going to everybody in the cast that we're gonna put on the show is also a member is also signed by CAA. So they kind of like put everybody together so they can make all this money, and they send a package to the network.
Oh.
And so they end up making more money on the back end than the person that actually created the show. So now there's this whole big rift now. So I was wondering like why would they do this to writers? Because as writers, we're the most important part of the process because we create the thing. We basically create jobs when we make a TV show. But I found out these agencies like CAA and WME and all these places, they're owned by like these big investment companies and these bankers and like these really rich people. So when you think about it, if these really rich people own these agencies, they have nothing to do with art. They don't care about artists. They're trying to make more money. So it makes sense why the agencies would think, hey, what are ways we can make more money? So you have to look at the paper trail and like everything. I didn't know like these bankers and investment companies own agencies. Like that's crazy when you think about it. And they make everything happen because everybody has an agent, you know.
That's amazing. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know it until like a week ago.
In my brain, I'd always be like, if you knew the guy from CA, like the head of CA, he'd be the one to be like, yo, let's run this shit, right?
It's and really not even his.
To an extent, it is, but to the majority, it's up to the people that own the whole company, which are these super wealthy bankers that are fucking, honestly, in the Panama Papers that came out a year ago that got really fucking buried, it showed that
nobody cared about that, bro.
People were talking about nobody was caring. There was hundreds of journalists fucking investigating how Apple, how all these big companies are actually due $250 million each in taxes that they've gotten away with.
Man, you know what I can do with $250 million?
You know what we could have done to all of America with $250 million that we didn't get from Apple?
That's like 50 million 211s.
Woo!
We be drunk as hell. Hey man, y'all want to invest in this company? Nah, bro, we about to buy a bunch of 211s.
Yo, you know cash money? Nah, man, give me some 211s, bro.
Bro, we just like you pull up the Rogers crib, it's just a truck with cases of 211s. And you guys see these dudes like bringing it out the truck and everything.
I'll be like, we made it.
We made it, man.
Shit, he could buy the brewery and rename it to Rogers 211.
Oh my motherfucking god! I didn't even think about that, bro.
You gonna give all your money to 211? Fuck that. Buy the company.
That makes me think. All right.
Oh, that's
let's
a
say
great
Channel
idea,
310 blows up. We get this big deal. What's the first thing you buy when you get that direct deposit from the network? What's the first thing you buy?
Protection.
Protection? Nigga, you gonna buy condoms? What the fuck?
I'm buying a whole squad of security guards.
I knew he was talking about that.
Exactly what the fuck I'm
He
doing.
ain't trying to get, you know.
And some drivers, because I don't like to drive.
You don't like driving?
Nah, so I could drive to my meetings. And honestly, I might buy a school. I might buy USC.
Okay.
Kick everyone out.
And kick everybody out?
Like, hey, how'd you get in this school, homie? Hand me your papers.
Even Lori Loughlin's kid?
They're already done. I'm kicking out the nigga who yacht she was on when she found out.
That shit's hilarious.
Get off this yacht.
Like,
Give
it was
me
just
your
like, it was like poetic justice. Like, you find out your parents are scamming with all this money on a yacht. Like, that is.
You know they had to sell. I want to know that they continue the party or that they like, yo, we gotta drop your ass off.
Bro, you know they did.
This is for USC students only.
You know they kicked her off.
They might have a speedboat like, get your ass off.
Rich
this.
people are mean, bro. Rich people are mean as fuck. They'll kick you out the club quick, bro. Like, if you marry a black dude, you go broke, you hit bankruptcy, something, a check bounce, you out the club.
Bro, they
dog.
kick
You're
out
out the club.
It be their own family members, bro.
Because you have a parking spot at the country club one day, and then the next day your shit'll get spray painted over. Another nigga got your spot. You know what I'm saying? Think about I always think about when OJ got all his money and moved to Brentwood. Who was the white dude that got kicked out the club to make room for OJ? You know what I'm saying? Like, because OJ was like all them rich white people's favorite black dude. So there was some white dude that was in the group that just kind of got edged out. Like, hey man, we about to start hanging with OJ. We gotta cut you off, bro.
That's hilarious. That was like a thing. People was hanging out with OJ. In
They
the
called
80s.
him the mayor of Brentwood, bro.
The mayor of Brentwood?
Mayor of Brentwood.
Woo!
OJ ran rich LA, dog.
I'm trying to be like that. I'm trying to
That's
be
why when
OJ in the 80s.
That's why when the trial happened, white people were so like hurt and offended. They were like, "Yo, like we
trusted you.
We trusted you, nigger.
You
like,
were
we
the
gave you
chosen
everything.
Oh, fuck.
How could you, OJ?
I let you use my golf clubs, OJ. I let you.
I had a guy that could have made less of a mess, but you had to do it yourself.
That's the fucking point, bro.
Bro, you know them dudes was letting OJ fuck their wives too.
Nah, they wasn't letting them. They was watching.
Oh my god.
They was letting them know.
There's
like,
a tape
hey.
out there somewhere.
Oh, bro, it was all over the place, bro.
That's why they was trying to put him in prison so hard. I was like, hey, I don't want this nigga to get out and release this tape with my wife.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. OJ's a GOAT.
Oh my
He's one of the greatest NFL running backs, one of the greatest
He's amazing.
collegiate
juice.
tailbacks, one of the greatest athletes turned actors,
Yes.
bro. And he beat a case, bro.
He
And he got released early, bro, from
did.
in another state.
And that's the thing, like
In another state, that's what's up.
OJ Simpson has to be put in the NFL Hall of Fame because he's not a murderer. He was never charged as a murderer. You can't call the dude a murderer.
But he's a
a thief.
Yeah, so they're gonna Pete Rose him, bro.
I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame too.
Hell yeah, bro.
How you get?
All they did was throw some
Dude,
games, bro.
here's
He
my
didn't
thing.
throw- he didn't throw-
No,
he
he didn't throw
never-
any games.
He never
No,
bet
that's
against
the
his own
thing.
team or
Bro,
for his own team.
He bet on himself, bro. Like that shows you how real of a nigga Pete Rose was. That he bet on himself.
No, wait, that's who I thought he was betting on other teams.
He was betting on other teams. I thought he bet on like the Reds to win.
No, he never bet.
So
for
he
his
never
team.
bet on himself.
No, never bet with that. It was
Either,
like-
but it's just like either way, like that don't have nothing to do with his talent.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. He could have just started fucking like betting on golf, any other sport, and it would have been no problem.
Michael Jordan had a gambling problem too.
But what was his like
know,
game
man.
of choice though?
Basketball.
Wait, no, I'm talking about like to gamble on.
I think
Was
Michael Jordan was gambling on basketball too.
it, like NBA basketball games.
I think so.
Think so?
while
Nah,
he
I
was-
need.
While he was playing, or the
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, I need facts.
I'm
on that
dead
one.
serious. No, I think Michael Jordan was gambling.
He's already
basketball, bro.
So once you're in the Hall of Fame, you can't get kicked out, right?
I'm not
nah,
sure.
you can't. You know what's fucked up?
I think you can be removed.
In the UFC Hall of Fame, Tito Ortiz was one of the first inductees. But since he had all this beef with fucking President Dana White, they have removed him from the UFC Hall of Fame.
I don't like Dana White, bro. He be getting too emotional.
Yeah,
Dana White's a piece.
He brings his emotions to everything, dude. Like my
He
thing
did a lot
is,
for the sport, but man.
yeah, but it's like you're the commissioner. You're not these dudes' friend. So if somebody hurts your feelings, you can't try to end their career and everything.
What does Roger Goodell do though?
Same thing.
Exactly.
Who's Roger Goodell?
The commissioner of the NFL.
Commissioner of the NFL. Yeah. He's horrible.
That fool looks so weird, bro. He looks like an alien. There's like aliens out there that have costumes. Like
He looks like Trump's little brother.
Low key.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the. No, am I thinking about the red dude? The one dude from the.
Let's see.
From basketball, right?
Nah, that's.
I found an article that says six of Michael Jordan's wildest gambling
Hey.
stories. Let's see.
I need to watch more.
I want to know the numbers. What was he betting?
They said this nigga Michael Jordan bet $100,000 on rock, paper, scissors. God damn! That's a gambling addiction, bro. Oh my gosh,
That's a
bro.
super gambling addiction.
You know what I love about these gambling addictions? Like, they be... Every time you have an advertisement for some type of gambling, whether it be a casino or the lottery, they tell you to gamble all this shit, and then at the end of the commercial or advertisement, they say, if you have a problem with gambling, please call this number. Like, what the fuck, bro?
What? Oh, let me see.
That's the same way they do with alcohol. Hey, drink all this good shit, but drink responsibly.
Yeah, right. What's the point?
How the fuck you drink
what?
responsibly?
I'm gonna start petitioning. Like, we don't need the Surgeon General's warning on cigarettes. Everybody knows that shit causes cancer, bro. I don't need to see that on a fucking pack. When I
Yeah.
occasionally buy one, motherfuckers.
That's because
Nor
they-
do I need to see it on my fucking blunt wrap, so you can take that off as well.
Yeah.
You know what? Add another owl to the bottom of this. Make it more artistic.
Yeah. White owl? Why? Fuck that. I want owls.
We got white owls today because we
White
went
grape, bro.
white grape. We went over to the Food for Less that's right across the street, and
What y'all doing? Them niggas don't sponsor us. Why y'all shouting them out?
cause look, man,
'Cause it's funny.
That's true. That's true. No, but the point is, usually these are 99 cents at the Food for Less, man. You're thinking like, no way. There's everywhere is 150. At the Food for Less is 99 cents. And at the Food for Less, these country clubs are 250 for a whole 40. So now you know.
Straight like that.
Hell yeah, bro.
Man.
Yo, so Darran, tell us about what you've been doing recently, bro.
Recently, when I'm not fucking up, I basically been going to class sometimes, going to school all the time. I really just been working towards bettering my career, bettering my skills.
What's your major over at Cal State Northridge?
Creative writing.
Oh, that's dope, man. Me too.
I love that part when you do podcasts with homies. You're like, so what's your major? Like, Dick, we go to the same school.
I know, bro.
Have the same teachers.
This is the first one recorded, so I just want to, let the public know what's good.
Bro, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I love Professor Mitchell. Shouts out to Professor Mitchell.
He's
the
cool.
advisor for the creative writing section at Cal State Northridge.
I'm not going to shout him out until I pass this semester.
You're going to, bro, he's going to pass this semester. I know Professor Mitchell.
Roger, you better not flunk that shit.
You flunk Professor Mitchell, I will fucking kick you.
Because here's the thing, I'm going to feel bad because I come up there and smoke with you and stuff, so I'm going to feel like, damn, I kind of made this happen.
No, don't feel that way because he blames me for last semester.
I have a joke in my at the expressions mic I just did. I'm like, I don't blame Darran for why I'm failing on my classes this semester. I don't.
This semester.
I blame him for failing on my classes last semester.
It's great.
What happened?
Keeps stopping for some reason.
Oh,
Hold on.
shit.
I don't know how long
Yeah.
it's been stopped now. Let me check.
Doing a good job,
the
Victor.
video, yeah, thank you, Victor. We're about to tag you in, bro. The video has been stopped, but we have been going on the audio because got it going two ways. You know what I'm saying, bro?
That's how we do it out here. See, I told you that's how fucking cameras go, bro. Like,
You're
they
right.
don't go consistently the whole way through. It's hard to do that.
Look, Darren's completely right. A couple of days ago, we were talking about cameras, and he was like, make sure the camera that I bring for Arthur's taping isn't, like, going to pause at, like, 30 minutes. And I was like, why would it pause at 30 minutes? And he was like, apparently a lot of cameras do. And lo and behold, I was recording last night at Arthur's special, and 30 minutes in, like, it stopped recording. I had to, like, press the record button again to have it recording.
Oh, yeah.
But I found out why that's the case. Because to go like through like specific tariffs through like a bunch of countries, cameras aren't like taxed as much as like fucking like video cameras. So that's why cameras are literally set to like a limit of 30 minutes, and you cannot change that because they're cameras. But you can get like a Canon 70D, which is like a more expensive Canon, and that one has the ability to change back and forth. But I guess they classify that as a video camera, even though, you know.
Oh, thank you for telling me that shit.
The more you know.
Yeah, man.
I just read that today because I was like, how can I make my camera not pause at the 30-minute? And then literally I found out there's not a way to do it.
That's
They
hilarious.
programmed this motherfucker to be like that. Unless you're also like a programmer, and then you can like connect your like laptop to the camera somewhere and then like fuck around with it, which I'm sure you can do. You can always do that shit.
I need to hire me a nerd, bro.
Hey, bro, man.
Just to do like all my shit.
I'm pretty good at computers.
Really?
Yeah,
but
bro.
you're not gonna be in New York, bro.
Oh, that's true, bro. That's true.
Hey, we all about to be in New York. Fuck it, dog.
Yeah,
You never
I'm
know.
not-
We
you
might
know,
win the
oh,
lottery. We might buy Park Avenue.
You know what,
The
let's-
whole block.
Victor already said he got my couch though.
That's
Hey, you
cool.
know, all right.
We all gonna have our own fucking high rises. We thinking big. If we go to New York, we thinking big.
Bro, I'm
Big
thinking-
Apple, big city.
Bro, I'll sleep in the tub. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Sleep in the tub. Oh my god, nigga. Have I ever told y'all the hotel party story where I found a nigga in the tub?
Damn.
Have I ever told y'all that story?
say it,
Nah,
say it.
tell us.
Bro, so alright, so this girl was super cute in college, right? And so she threw a hotel party at the end of the first semester. And so like a bunch of people were gonna come through this hotel. She got a suite, bro. We were gonna hang out, have a party, everybody's drinking, playing beer pong and the thing. And I bring this white dude, right? And he got really drunk and started saying the N-word and shit. He was like, oh man, you know, I fuck with y'all, this my nigga right here. And I was like, god damn, shit. And so like the girls throwing the party started getting uncomfortable, so he had to leave, bro. So while that was all going on, me and the homie bought a big case of Pabst Blue Ribbon, because in college that was the only thing we could afford. And so this dude named Toomey, I think he's African, bro. He like went in the pack and stole 2 beers and drank them. This nigga got drunk as fuck off the 2 beers, bro. And so he goes into the bathroom to take a shit, and he got so drunk that he was on the toilet while he was taking a shit, falls off the toilet, bro. So he shits all over the floor in the fucking bathroom. Dog. And so I remember I was super drunk, and I walked in the bathroom, and I basically like, I was so drunk I didn't even kind of acknowledge it. I just stepped over this nigga and literally stood over him and peed in the toilet. And then I was like, oh damn, this nigga is like out. And so I leave, and then he woke up and he was like knocking on the door, but he was so drunk, bro, he didn't know how to open the door in the bathroom, and he locked himself in there. So like everybody's on the outside of the door going, to me. He's like, I can't get out. And then I started hearing him throw up, bro. And so basically it's locked from the inside. So eventually this nigga just shit all over himself, threw up all over himself, and then just went and slept in the bathtub for the rest of the night. And so I spent the night in the hotel, and so like the next morning I opened it, like it was unlocked, and I walked in there, and this nigga's just in the bathtub, and there's shit and throw up all over the floor. I dipped. When I saw that, bro, I dipped, dog. I got sober as hell when I saw that shit. It was a nasty. Like I don't think I've ever seen anything that nasty, bro.
That's disgusting,
just shit
bro.
and vomit all over the floor. Yeah, college was a trip, dog. Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, whenever somebody says something about sleeping in a bathtub, I'll never forget that night, bro.
Bro, man, I thought I had a bad peeing myself on the bus, but fuck, at least I didn't shit myself too.
And throw up all over yourself, dude.
At a party, bro.
That shit was bad.
Type of shit that happens on the bus when you pee on yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, what time was it? 3 a.m?
What that homeless dude tell you?
Man, he looked at me and he was like, man, it happens to the best of us. That's some
wonder what
raggedy
you-
ass homeless dude, bro.
I was like, what's your best, bro?
Right, what's his best? It happens to the best of us. You're not the best of us.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro, this is I just laughed, bro. I just kept laughing.
How old are you?
20.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago.
You
almost
were
5.
young, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's been a minute, man.
I was 20 when that story happened.
You know what's the cool part, bro? I think I drank like a 211 that day, and then some like 2 Paps after at the event I was at.
Nothing good ever happens when you drink 211.
I just been falling asleep at this Goonsquad mic, so I'm gonna stop drinking.
When's the last time you performed at Goonsquad mic?
Like, not last time, but the last.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, yours is 211, mine is Old English.
I
Bro,
love OE,
dog,
bro.
Old English will knock you out.
But I think 211 is like stronger, bro.
It is, but Old
And it's
English
cheaper.
makes me ignorant.
I fuck with
It's
211 though.
different.
I just gotta chill.
211 40s, I was like my favorite 40s.
If I smoke weed with you gonna spark that up? If I smoke weed with
Damn,
211, it's just been sitting there for a minute. I mean, the blunt just been sitting there for 5 minutes.
Guest
I was
on
like,
his show. I was looking at it too, but I'd be like, yo, I got country clubs. I'm chill.
But like, dog,
I'm damn near done.
if I smoke weed and drink 211, I'm going to sleep. Like it's not an option. Like I don't have a choice. Like I'm gonna just wake up 30 minutes later, bro. Like I'm gonna take a power nap. It don't matter where I'm at.
I took a power nap at Goonsquad this Friday, bro. I fucking fell asleep from like 1:30 to like 3:14. They woke me up.
3:14.
You know
I'm
what?
mad you remember the time.
You know what's funny? Because like, I forgot who closed it out. They said, all right, we're done. And then I was like, oh, man, we're
damn.
done. I was like, we're done. And then they left the room, and I was like, I'm going to keep going to sleep, though. And they were like, hey, Roger, wake up. I was like, all right, I'm going.
That's hilarious, bro.
I was so fucking knocked out, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, what's up, Vic? How's the camera?
It's fucking being a bitch.
Ah, there we go.
Yo, can you do me a favor and set up my camera real quick to start that shit?
Here, I got you now.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
There
just
we
deleted
go.
like a shit ton of videos. Hold on.
Oh, bro, I don't want you to delete your videos,
No,
bro.
I didn't need them. They're like old ass episodes of the Tonight Show that I'm going.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
It's a fucking beautiful day. This is like a perfect Cinco de Mayo day, bro.
It is.
Like Cinco de Mayo, like to me, is like been embedded in myself for years since I was like 6, bro. They used to have assemblies for it, so that's
so
how like I
cool.
learned about Cinco de Mayo, and they had it every year, like from like 1st grade to like 5th grade.
Where I'm from, they just pretend like Mexican people don't exist.
Now, when I went to the South during like
Y'all
Cinco
got
de Mayo
Mexican
1
people
year,
there?
We do have Mexican people, bro, but like,
They make the tacos there or not?
nah, bro. So there's a Mexican restaurant called El Sombrero, and all the white people eat there in my hometown, Flowwood. And the
Okay.
Mexican family, they're from LA. And they moved out to Mississippi and started a restaurant, and the shit blew up, right?
Yeah, I
So
love
they're dope as fuck. But like, I didn't learn about no Cinco de Mayo. I didn't learn nothing about Mexico in school. The only thing I learned about Mexico in school was the fucking remember the Alamo, and they made all the Mexicans seem like evil and shit in my history
Really?
books. Yes, bro. I remember learning about General Santa Anna, and they would talk about him like he was some like super villain, that he was evil and hated America. Yeah, he hated America because y'all were fucking killing all his people.
Yeah, taking his land little by
Taking his
little.
land. And so, like, I remember as a kid, I was like, man, General Santa Anna is a bad dude. And then I remember getting to high school and, like, I read this book. I can't remember what the book was, but it was written by, like, a Mexican person about the Mexican Revolution and, like, all this kind of stuff. And it had a chapter about the Alamo. And I was like, dude, like, America just went over there and just took shit. Yeah, he was mad. And so, like, he was just trying to protect his people. But
Exactly.
the way they frame it and the way they program us as kids out here, they teach us, like, the Mexicans were in the wrong. And so my whole entire life, I thought Mexico was in the wrong. But you never think, like, well, why were we over there in the first place? You know what I'm saying? They just tell you, Davy Crockett, remember the Alamo, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, nah, bro, America was in the wrong. But we don't learn that.
It's like fucking watching the Star Wars like movies and then like
They telling you Darth Vader is the good guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's America is Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
America is the empire,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. You hear that? The CIA, NSA, all those.
You like
people.
being on the winning team.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico. I have 20 cousins in Mexico, bro. All my family's in Mexico. I got one cousin here, one aunt, one uncle, and that's it.
Damn.
One sister, my mom, and my dad. That's it. That's 7 people in my family that's from Mexico.
I wonder if I got family in Mexico.
Probably, bro. There's 250,000 like black people that were there in 1800s. Imagine how much that's duplicated.
Yeah. I feel like the Afro-Latino community is starting to get more representation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think is a good thing. It's like the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, he's Afro-Latino, you know? And so like his mom speaks Spanish to him in the movie and his dad's black. So I think it's cool to see that kind of representation. Because they're real people. They're out here, you know?
Yeah, bro.
They deserve to be on stuff.
They gotta go whole country of them, bro. Puerto Rico and the DR.
I like when black and brown people come together, man. Cause like I feel like we need to, you know. I feel like we need each other, but there's just so many things that like between like race and class that divide us. But I feel like at the end of the day, we need to realize like we have a lot more in common than we think that we don't. You know.
We have a lot more in common with fucking everybody that's really in the working class.
Hell yeah, cause like when I talk to you, like I ask you about like your upbringing, and, like just being out here in LA, I'm like, dog, like a lot of your shit sounds like my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think we look at it that way. It's like, oh, he's different. Fuck him. Like that's horrible how we think, but that's how it comes down to in America a lot.
Yeah, America. I wrote this a while. Like a part of the American experience is racism. Because you're taught that at an early age.
Yeah.
Unless, that's always there.
Yeah, it's just always there. Did you have a lot of black people in your high school?
Yeah, bro. We had a good diversity of people in my whole community because, we had, like, the white people that lived in, like, Beverlywood, which is, like, right above the high school I went to, Hamilton High.
Okay.
And then we had, down low, you had La Cienega Heights, which is my community, which is a bunch of Mexican and black people.
Yeah.
And then we also had a bunch of people chartered in from South Central, which is another group of Mexican and black people. So we had, like, a good mix of people.
That's
but
good, bro.
Definitely in high school, there was, like, that one section of the, like, just, like, the whole high school that was called Disneyland.
And that was white people.
All white people.
Why y'all call it Disneyland, though? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nigga, Disneyland? That's the one thing I definitely, I feel like I missed out on going to private school growing up, is I didn't get to go to school with, like, a diverse group of people. It was literally just me, 2 other black people, and a sea of white people at all times. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of, like
2 other black people?
Yeah, dude, like, I think, by the time I was in high school, there might have been 5 or 6 black people in the whole high school. Private school, bro.
In the whole high school? That's thousands of students.
Private school, dude.
Bro, all you see is, like, white,
Yeah.
white.
And so you start to think
Not to say it's not bad. I love this country.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So you start to think, like, that's the norm and how it should be, when, like, no, like, America's a melting pot, and our system should replicate that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's sad because, like, in Mississippi, a lot of private schools are called segregationist academies because private schools in Mississippi were created when desegregation happened. So, like, when schools got desegregated in the late 60s, like 67, 68, 69, that's when private schools were started. So if you look at most private schools in Mississippi, they'll say established 1968, 1969. Like, oh shit, y'all literally started this school so you didn't have to go to school with black people anymore. So pretty much majority of private schools in Mississippi were created just so white kids wouldn't have to go to school with black kids. So it still looks like that to this day. So you'll have a school that has maybe 5 or 6 black people, or maybe even 20 black people, but they probably all play sports, or they're all really, really smart and they got a scholarship to go there. There's very few that are just like, yeah, your parents just, like, sent you there. So it's crazy, like, to think how, like, that still affects how schooling is done today. So you have a lot of white kids that have never interacted with a black child because of something that happened all the way back in the 60s. And so, like, you have all these schools that probably aren't even that great educationally and don't cost that much to get in, but they're literally just created so white parents wouldn't have to send their kids to school with black kids.
It's just another way of segregation.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally like
Mississippi's still segregated.
You still got the money and the economic resources to segregate because of all the fucking past turmoil that has happened.
Right.
So it's bullshit, man. Because
Yeah,
that's why I love LA.
I love LA.
I'm kind of biased because I was born and raised out here. My mom
bro.
popped me out in UCLA hospital. What's good?
Nah, you're right. Take it from somebody that ain't from here, bro. Like, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. I love it. It was like a good culture shock for me. I was like, wow, this is like all kinds of people. And I think that's how things should be. You know?
Yeah,
exactly.
The Valley's like that as well, bro.
The Valley is like that, bro.
It is, yeah.
Between me and you guys, I was born and raised out here, like, in the West LA, but the Valley is better than West LA. Because West LA is like it's like a bullshit LA, bro. It's all gentrified. What the Valley is LA in the 90s, and it's very diverse and still, you know what I'm saying?
90s.
I mean, I'm not saying where I'm not is, like, diverse anymore, but, like, man, I swear to God, man, it used to be 50% black people, 50% Mexican, right? Now it's, like, 2% black people, fucking 60% white people, and 40% whatever the rest, Mexican.
Damn.
And we're just getting...
That's a huge change, bro.
It's huge change, bro. White people have basically just come in... I'm just saying not white people.
They want it back. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The people, they want it back, bro, because that's when they first... LA changed when they first started integrating everything, because everything was normally like white. Like the jungles was like for Jewish people, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jungles had nothing but... I went to Taft High School in Woodland Hills, and my dean there was a graduate of Dorsey High School, which is right across the street from the jungles.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in the mix.
Yeah.
Right by
that
the
was
train
like,
tracks, bro.
and that's what everyone used to do. All these developers, all these real estate salesmen, like all these guys, real estate agents, they'll go house to house, knocking, and they did it for years. Hey, black people are moving in next door. Black people moving in across the street. Look at all these black people now. You're the only white person here. So they started moving to places like Riverside, Palmdale, Inland Empire, and everywhere else.
Wow.
And then now that became the new black area. Palmdale, San Bernardino, the IE. So they're all moving back out here.
Yeah.
God
They
damn.
saved enough money fucking living out there where where property was nothing, and then now they have millions to buy a fucking property in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because then I looked at the statistics. The Hollywood Hills is like 80% white people. Like Brentwood, 80% white people.
That's why I want a house out there, bro. I want to make them niggas mad. That's why I want to live out there, bro.
But there's also a lot of like immigrants as well, like Middle Eastern immigrants that live like in Beverly Hills,
Good.
and stuff like that.
That's one thing I've noticed about LA. A lot of the Middle East people that have a lot of cash are starting to like really like run shit out here. As in terms like they're buying the nice properties, they're living in the nice apartments. They're ordering me to go fucking deliver their food to them.
Man, tell a DoorDash story, bro.
Bro, here, let me tell you a DoorDash.
I'll give a DoorDash story after you give it.
Yo, man, here, let me tell you how I do it real as fuck, man. I don't give a fuck if they're watching this. Because, look, man, me and the homie Darran, we struggling, you know. We're college students, you know, we're doing well. So, I was like, I got no money at all. And then I was like, you know what, I do got a little bit of gas. And Darran was like, all right, bro, I'll roll with you while you make some DoorDash. I was like, that's a goon right there. We about to make this work, bro. This is God's work. We got
That's teamwork, bro.
That's two people double up,
That's
bro.
beautiful. Black and brown. I
Hell
like
yeah.
that.
We went to the first fucking spot, delivered that shit real quick. All right. Went to the second spot, and I started talking about, I was like, man, hopefully this motherfucker doesn't come, bro. Or we can't find him, you know? Like, we're like, yo, this is a spot by CSUN. It's like some Indian cuisine, you know? So I pick it up, we head over to the fucking spot to drop it off, and it's literally like in between like a street that has like a building that's not that address in front of it, and then behind it where it is the street address is a parking lot, and then on the left of it is like a big apartment complex. And for the most part, I knew that the apartment complex is where I needed to go, but this motherfucker got the address wrong, so I just put on the DoorDash that this motherfucker wasn't here, and he's got 5 minutes to come pick up his food.
Oh my gosh.
This motherfucker didn't show up for like 5 minutes. You know, I couldn't. I tried to contact him, had no, success. And then me and the homie Darran were fucking eating like motherfucking savages. 5 minutes out, we were counting down the minutes. We were like 1 minute left, bro.
Seconds, bro.
Seconds.
Wait, did y'all start eating before the 5 minutes was over? Or
Never, bro.
So as soon as the clock hit 0, y'all was Cinderella in that bitch. Like, let's go.
Bro, yeah, I put that shit in dry.
Indian food, bro.
Bro,
Out that bitch, man.
that's hilarious.
I had that was my dinner and breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, bro. We
Be
had
like that.
It was definitely like that, bro.
good lunch, man.
We had great lunch. That's when,
That was a great dinner, actually, because
bro.
and then it got better too, because then we hit like 2 more orders that were like solid as fuck, bro. And then I cashed that shit out immediately. We got like 7 G's of some great shake at that one shop that Darran, is super familiar with.
Love it. Shouts out to OG Bros.
OG Bros, man.
Woodley and Parthenia.
I'm gonna super shout it out. You know how? Woo! OG Bros is the shit, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man. I'm broke as fuck, and their shake is some of the best shake you can get.
Oh, shout out to them, bro.
Man, we've all smoked their shake,
They
man.
always show love.
And you know what? The first time I went, I did get an eighth of their Skywalker OG, and me and Darran got faded.
Skywalker. That
fuck.
sounds like you get high on
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. OG Bro's been there for me since I was like 17, dog. I fuck with OG Bros all day. They're a VP. They're called Valley Patients before they're OG Bros.
That's hilarious. So you've been there through the name change, the new branding, everything.
Fucking building change. This is their third building they own, bro.
Yeah, he telling all them niggas business.
It is what it is.
That's hilarious.
They're smart though, man, because their new building is just as fucking awesome as their old one, and the weed there is super quality.
This is way
Super
better than
quality.
the old
That's the
one.
one thing I'm worried about, bro. I don't know where I'm gonna buy weed in New York, dog.
You know, it's gonna be hard, but you know, I hear homies
It's
out
expensive.
I'm about to find a way.
here. I hear homies out here sending packages over to New York.
We heard. Not confirmed.
I've
Not
heard
confirmed.
of that, but I don't know anybody that does that.
I
Yeah,
know.
you just really gotta just
That-
be cool. You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
thing,
I
bro.
think once you like say you coming from LA, people gonna try and hit you with that. Cause they gonna say we know we ain't got the gas like LA. We ain't
No,
got
you
the
don't,
prices.
bro. I smoked some weed out there the second time I went out. In
That's
December.
why everyone drink. That's
Yeah,
why David Tell had insomniac where he's just getting drunk instead of getting high.
Everybody-
Like, B-Real got the insomniac, but it's in a car. And he's
Everybody
getting
in New York is drunk. Everybody in New York is drunk, bro.
Damn.
Because you don't have to drive.
Yeah, you use trash on the
No,
subway.
you can just be trashed and walk through New York.
That's
You'll
a
be
great
fine.
experience.
Can you have an open container in New York?
Nah.
Nah, that's Las Vegas shit.
I mean, you can, we just don't get caught.
Bro, you could do anything. Just don't be caught. Shouts out to OJ.
Right.
Shouts out to OJ.
Funny. Call back.
Shouts out to the Jews.
But yeah, dude, it's just like, yeah, in New York, everybody I met was just drunk. Like, I was just like, y'all just drink this much? Like, yeah, we ain't got to drive.
They
That's
don't.
crazy.
Bro, I passed by a DUI checkpoint. Thank God it was on the other side of the street. I was like, yeah, I'm going south. Y'all niggas going north.
North.
With DUI checkpoint.
I do not condone drunk
Nah,
driving.
we weren't drunk driving at all. But it's not okay. I was with a real good friend of mine that studied to be a lawyer. Don't say his name. And really,
His
those are
name is SpongeBob.
yeah. And a lot of those checkpoints is really like they're looking for drugs and try to search people and find probable cause. It's not really they disguise it as a DUI checkpoint.
Yeah. And they want to see if your what you call your registration is up to date.
Yeah.
That's more of what it is, because they can make you pay a fine for that.
No, they got to tell your shit. Out here, they used to have smog check like the way they do DUI checkpoints.
Yeah.
They used to have a machine outside and checking if your ass got smog or not.
That's crazy. That's why. I
And
mean,
it's only during the day. It's only during the day. And then the same checkpoint, this motherfucker turns to a DUI checkpoint when the fucking
That's crazy.
His
sun
sign
goes
time.
down.
That's
You
why
know
I
what
miss
I'm saying?
like small town Mississippi, bro. Because like when
They got
social
the fucking
social
resources with that
social
shit.
media got going when I was in high school. So whenever all we did was drink in high school, and so whenever there'd be DUI checkpoints, it was always on Twitter, or Instagram, or Facebook. And we all lived in a small town, so we all know like what street that was, and so like it prevented a lot of people from getting screwed over and getting in trouble. Like a lot of people got mad about it though. They're like, "You're a piece of shit if you tell people when there's a DUI checkpoint." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, like."
You a bitch.
Yeah,
if you think that.
right. Like
You a bitch if you
yeah.
think that.
We just, we just.
Straight facts.
Yeah, bro. That was the coolest thing about living in a small town. Like you could avoid that because it would be on the internet. So I remember like I'd be at a party when I was like 16, 17, and it'd be like, "Yo, it's a DUI checkpoint on what was the street back home on Lakeland Drive," and then everybody like, "All right, cool, avoid Lakeland Drive."
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dog.
And they can only be in so many places at once. So
They-
once you already got that
I think
information,
we're
you're
looking at a
good.
nigga cheating on his bitch right now.
Oh,
Niggas-
dude.
they literally
You
park-
think did they just break up?
Nah, nigga. This is like literally how it goes. I don't get how like you
Wait,
gotta go
wait,
through all this shit.
I'm not
to
gonna
cheat.
look up, so not looking
Yeah.
suspicious. But what did you see?
I'm
Jared?
looking right at this
Yeah,
lady.
it's like literally we in a fucking like a empty lot, and it was like a car just parked there. And nigga dropped this chick off at a car real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like in the most sketches area. And normally when they do that shit, they just like cheating on somebody. Like I've seen people get caught cheated on, and it's just hilarious. The shit, like, because the whole spiel comes out within like that 5 to 10 minute of them just like pouring out their heart of like, this is how I caught you. Motherfuckers be exchanging cars, fucking switching up locations, bro, going like to other cities and shit, and they just be having like private eyes and themselves just following the motherfucker. And then that's a good thing about working like a public servant job, dog, where they always get caught like at the movies or like a grocery store or a restaurant, and then everyone's just looking at them, and they're like, the manager's like, you have to take this outside. You have to take this outside. The person that caught them cheating feel like they have the right to rule the whole entire world. Like, nah, this
I do shit
right here. And you just be like making your whatever hourly wage and just be watching some good shit. Like, I'm glad I didn't go to lunch right now. I'm about to go on lunch after and just think and laugh my ass off at this shit.
What you need Young and the Restless for? You can watch two people fight each other outside. That's amazing.
Shit, man. It go hard in the paint out here. That's funny part, man. Like, y'all don't cheat. I know none of y'all motherfuckers cheat, bro.
Black men don't cheat.
Thank you.
That's a goddamn fucking lie, bro. Goddamn fucking lie, bro.
I hate that shit.
I hate fucking. Yo, Charlamagne the God, go fuck yourself, posted that.
Black men don't
it's like, yo, black men don't cheat. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Black men don't cheat.
Yeah,
Everybody
black men
cheat.
don't cheat. Hey, black men, we love our women.
Hey man, I have never cheated today.
Yeah.
Today. Shit. For our camera, fucking the homie Victor Martinez hasn't cheated for real though.
Nah, bro. Channel 310 don't cheat.
And that's a better one.
Goonsquad don't cheat.
That we got some faithful motherfuckers in our like squad. We got Arthur don't
Occasionally,
cheat.
I'll just-
Jerome don't cheat. Victor don't cheat.
Occasionally,
Eric don't cheat.
I'll
Roger don't cheat.
I'll imagine Victor just getting like doned up after garage mic in here, like late hours.
Have you seen the type of people that come to Garage Mike?
Yeah.
Especially at that time of hour. None of them is doing that.
I know. I'm the most beautiful person that comes to Garage Mike, so
Get the fuck
Lies.
out of here.
let's be real.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'd have to put my name in the hat on that one.
Nah.
Oh,
bro.
man.
Have you done
I'ma
any
take a
ratchet
drink
shit
on that
outside
one.
of Garage Mike?
Ratchet shit outside of Garage Mike? I mean, what's
Yeah,
more
cool
ratchet
stuff,
than
bro.
Garage Mike?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog.
I mean, lived in my car.
No, I'm talking about like with the female, bro. Outside of garage, like you ain't never like.
No, nigga, why would I do that?
Hey, bro, I've seen some shit. I've done some shit outside. Like,
I've heard
bro,
some shit.
dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know what's going on.
You ain't never, man.
Yo, Darran, you got any plugs, bro? What you got coming up, bro?
Not a goddamn.
Switches the guy with Victor.
Nah,
That's
goddamn.
why
Yo,
you got
Victor.
any plugs.
You got any plugs, Darran? What you got, man? You got your reels? Talk about your reels.
I already put those out.
Talk about it.
I was at King D City.
At King D City, man, it's one of my favorite goons right here, bro.
I'm getting kicked off his podcast first. I am one of his favorite goons. Don't believe that shit.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna be here for 3 months.
We've been recording for 51 minutes. It's time to tag in.
This is my last Roger that, so I gotta stay on the whole one.
Yeah, it's time to tag in, the OG, man. I appreciate you letting me, use your garage. Victor, you're the best, bro.
We going Joe Rogan.
Coming to the stage right now, we got fucking Victor Martinez Jr.
Hey! Garage Mike, how the fuck we do it?
What the fuck?
You never been a parent before, Darran? Come on.
Just don't shut the door on him. All right, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
man.
what's up? Welcome to
Garage Mike Studios, featuring Roger that.
Thank you so much for
Every
having
Sunday
us.
afternoon, man.
This is Garage Mike Studios, man. If you guys don't know, man, this is $100 an hour. So if you guys want to come shoot some shit here, it's gonna run you, but not just fuck with you, man.
Empty them pockets, bitch.
What the fuck you doing here, man?
Yo,
Why is this a halfway done blunt?
Yeah, I was like, Roger
and
been
it's
slacking,
licked
bro.
on.
Yeah,
I was gonna finish it for you before I realized you made out
Wet
with
ass
it.
blunt.
I know. My saliva's been real to shit because I haven't been drinking a lot of water.
You've been so lonely lately. You just making out with all your blunts.
Oh my god.
No,
That's
I have been like, I've been trying my best, bro. It's just been unraveling, bro. No, but Victor, man, it's good to have you on the podcast,
Thanks
bro.
for having me on.
It was cool last time having you here. We talked about 21 Savage being a clone.
Oh yeah, yeah, he still is.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's usually. Nah, I don't know. I can't tell.
I hope
probably.
I love 21
I
Savage,
know
bro.
for sure. What's his name?
Gucci Mane.
No, that Kiki dude. What's his name? Fucking ZZ. What the fuck? Ah, damn it.
What's his name? Kodak Black.
Kodak Black is a clone. That's
Okay.
why he's been acting so weird.
So which clone was doing who was doing the raping? Kodak Black or the clone?
Kodak Black did that.
Okay, so Kodak Black is the rapist, but the clone's just the rapper.
Yeah, the clone is doing all the weird shit, talking all that shit about Nipsey.
I didn't like that, bro. I didn't like that. You don't talk about a man like when he's dead hitting at his woman, bro.
His
That's
death is
weird.
already like weird enough.
I know.
That was super weird for him to do that, man.
All the footage we have of it is from across the street, not from his actual front of the store where there's 3 nice cameras right there, and the guy that killed him, he tried to escape. Yeah, Shitty Cuz tried to escape through like going through a mental like fucking clinic or something like that. He tried to track in.
Insanity.
That's where they checked him in at, and I was like, dudes don't do that. Dudes from Compton don't do that.
Nah, bro. It was really weird, man.
They told him to fuck.
Something was definitely off with the dude, bro. Like mentally, something was definitely off.
And people are saying, "Oh, out of respect, don't talk about these conspiracy theories." Well, it's not a conspiracy; it's a fact. The guy that shot him was known to conspire with the police.
Yeah, he's an informant.
He does that. So whether he informs, works for them, takes money from them, it's not crazy to think that this was all very orchestrated.
Yeah. But it's like regardless of what happened, it's just I feel bad for like just that community in general because he was a big deal to all of them. He was doing so much. Like I was reading stats where it said like Nip basically provided 41,000 jobs over the last decade.
Damn.
The government don't even do that many jobs, bro. 41,000 jobs. He invested over like $100 million in his community and everything, bro. Like he was doing so much, and so I feel so bad for like the people that are like affected that live there, bro.
Especially his girl hearing all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He has a family, man.
Kids, dog.
Why'd you put it out, man? He felt so sad that he couldn't be there on Easter.
Yeah. He had a lot of respect out here. I don't know, he wasn't like a big mainstream artist because he didn't really get a lot of radio play, but he had hella respect, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I found out about Nipsey like 2013, 2014, because he did that mixtape where he charged $100 physical copy, and Jay-Z bought 100 of them. And like when I saw Jay-Z was supporting him, I was like, oh, obviously I need to check this dude out, and I've been kind of a fan ever since. So.
I've heard his songs on the radio, 92.3, but I never knew what to match the name, the music with the face.
Yeah.
Because then I also saw Rolling Loud, he headlined out here, and they kept promoting it.
He did Rolling Loud, 2 years ago?
No, last year, bro.
Oh, he did last year?
Out here, bro.
Damn.
Man, and they kept advertising it on 92.3, man. And I just didn't know that that was him, man. And it's not until he died that I really...
He was fire, bro.
Really appreciated it.
Great lyricist.
Great lyricist, real ass motherfucker.
And then definitely go watch his music videos. All his music videos are dope.
Mm-hmm.
What's been going on, man?
Y'all watched the Canelo fight last night?
Nah, I heard about it.
I was on stage. I didn't get to watch it.
I did, bro. I had a link. I watched it on my on my iPhone.
It's a good thing you didn't fucking stream it, or else you would have been kicked out of Instagram again.
I know, bro. I wanted to also like highlight a UFC like front kick that Donald Cerrone did against Ian Quinta last night. But I was like, they're gonna fucking block my account over just posting some cool shit.
Dana White not gonna let you be great, bro. My thing is like, you're making so much money off of it. Why can't I put it on my Instagram? Well, how are you losing money by me putting this on my Instagram?
They make more.
That's the thing about Game of Thrones that I respect is that they were down whenever people were. They were the #1 most downloaded.
Dude, all the best shows.
They like that. They actually encouraged it.
Same with Rick and Morty. Dude. You think I watched season 2 of Rick and Morty all on Facebook, bro? You think they don't know that's happening?
They want that.
They want it.
Someone who enjoys your show will tell other people about your show more than someone who saw it through the right means and hated it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you'd rather have like a bootlegging voice.
I want somebody fiending for my show. Like, yo, I need to risk a virus to watch my show. I'm not gonna risk a virus to watch some shitty show. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, now when Rick and Morty comes back for these like new 70 episodes that they got, I'm gonna watch it live on the Adult Swim when it comes because I don't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't find out about Rick and Morty until about a year after it came out.
I'm really super hyped about that.
Like, I'm glad they got those new episodes, bro.
They just been sitting on that shit ever since they made that new deal with Cartoon Network and fucking Adult Swim.
They've been working hard.
Where is season 4, man?
It's coming because they made a video game. Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon, they made a video game, and then the show's coming next year. You know what's the craziest thing about the two of them? So Justin Roiland created Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon signed on with them. So they're friends with a comedian that we are cool with, Malcolm Hatchett. They know Malcolm. They follow him on Instagram. So Malcolm posted Planet Blak, the cartoon, and Justin Roiland liked the shit.
That's so
So this is crazy. Like, the dude that created Rick and Morty likes Planet Blak, bro.
That is cool, dude. He saw that.
He saw it, bro.
That's a big.
He watched the whole trailer.
Damn,
so cool, bro.
I know. And you in that shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, the dude that created Rick and Morty saw you as a cartoon, bro.
Hey, you guys can catch it right now on YouTube. Hell yeah.
On YouTube, man. Hey, if you got $2, throw us $2 on the Patreon.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's all we need. $2. I need 5,000 people to give me $2. That's all I need.
And then you can fucking make the fucking pilot.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be no stopping us.
We're gonna make that shit, man. If I gotta pay for it myself, we're gonna make that shit.
It's dope, man. It's the dopest cartoon I've seen since the Boondocks.
Hell yeah.
So it's fucking
Shout
cool
out
as
to Aaron.
hell.
Shout out to Aaron McGruder, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Aaron McGruder.
My son even likes that show.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm psyched that you showed him. That was dope, bro. Yeah, it's just like with cartoons, I've always been a huge cartoon fan, like for as long as I can remember. And I think adult cartoons are the coolest because it's like you can get a grown up to watch a cartoon seriously. Like, I think that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's like South Park, bro.
Yeah, South Park is amazing. Like me and Eric always said, like, we want to be like Trey and Matt. Like, the two of them created a cartoon that's been on for what, 20 years.
It's still going.
Still
Cool,
going.
man.
And the thing is, it's not just on TV. It's doing well. It's still really funny.
Every time I watch TV, I turn on my TV at night after these open mics, bro. It's on.
It's on.
South Park, and then it's one of my favorite shows. So I'm like, hell yeah.
And you can watch it on the internet for free with the ads. Because, so South Park was one of the first TV shows to get illegally downloaded in the early 2000s. And so what they did was they created this website called South Park Studios. And they're like, okay, cool. Since they want to watch it on the internet for free, why don't we just put the episode on the internet and just put ads on it and see what happens? And so they did it. It blew up. And then Comedy Central was like, oh, shit. So Comedy Central bought the website from them.
Damn, bro.
That's all
They
you can
bought
hope
their
for.
website?
Oh man.
Like, those dudes were so ahead of the game, bro. Basically, what Netflix and Hulu were doing, the two guys from South Park did it for their one show.
Goddamn.
Years ago, bro. They were ahead of the streaming curve. So, in a way, they kind of maybe even started the whole TV streaming thing.
Well, yeah, they definitely did because the pilot for the South Park was just passed around on VHS tapes.
Right?
That's so cool.
And that's
man.
why me and Eric made this little thing for Planet Blak, because now VHS tapes is YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we were just like, how can we get a short around the country? You know what I'm saying? But those dudes from South Park are geniuses, bro.
We're walking in their footsteps, man. We're on their shoulders, dude.
Just like, yeah, because I think Channel 3 and 0, I think what we do is we're never satisfied with where we're at. We're always trying to find new ways of, like, how can we level up, you know? Just like with last night. That was crazy.
It was a whole nother level.
I was amazed,
It
bro.
was
I mean,
fucking
I saw there was
awesome, man.
literally no line between the difference of a pro performer and what Arthur was doing last night.
Dog, what, like,
Top to bottom, even with the fucking meet and greet after.
Yeah.
Like, Arthur's famous now.
Arthur's
like,
a celebrity now, dude. And for the listeners that's listening, what we're talking about, last night, our homie Arthur Hamilton recorded his hour special. And Roger was on the camera. Victor brought him up. It was
I got
great.
to bring him up, and it was fucking magical.
That was a
man.
fun moment, dude.
It was awesome, man. We all got up there at the same time as Goonsquad, and we all said some, like, nice words about Arthur. And he fucking crushed it for an hour and 30 minutes, basically.
Dude.
90 minutes, bro.
Hey,
From 7 different vantage points.
Yeah,
crushed.
7. Yo, the the comedy special is going to look so dope, bro.
when you
How
think-
many specials got 7 cameras? I don't know.
I
They
don't
probably
know.
do. I'm not too sure, but I'm just saying.
And that's the thing. Like, I think we Channel 310 as a production, I think, proved to a large group of people, like, we're serious about this last
We're
night.
very serious. We ain't
Because-
fucking around. Anybody watching us last
I got
night
hit
want to
by,
be in that position.
I got hit what's the dude that ran Donkeys? Homie, Solomon.
He hit me up too. He said, he said, y'all keep working hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, think about it. 7 cameras. We got audio. And then also everybody that was a part of the team was there to support as well. And so, like, I feel like and then Arthur delivered on what he said he was gonna do. He fucking like, I mean, you can watch any special on Netflix and HBO, and it's just like, what's the difference between that and what Arthur did last night? And we did it on a low budget as a team. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I feel like last night as a YouTube channel, I think we went up another level.
Man, it was so well documented. I can't wait to fucking see.
I can't wait to see the whole thing, dude.
Tingles, dude.
It'd be dope to, like, you know, cut it up, make it, like, polished as fuck.
Yeah.
And then show it to HBO, and they're going to be like, yo, can we just buy this real quick for, like,
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what
happens. Or
Felipe Esparza, he taped his special for 60 G's.
Wow.
Like, himself.
That's
and
awesome.
then fucking HBO was like, yo, let's buy this from you. And then he fucking
Felipe.
sold it for I don't know how much, but that shit
Felipe,
translate bro. This is a fucking amazing
One
special.
Of my favorites. And then it's like, and then also, you know, maybe they don't buy it. What if he puts it on YouTube? That's gonna be like, yo, we want you to do an hour special for us now. That's what it's gonna be. And so, like, that, and it was just inspiration because, like, I could just see, like, yo, everybody's gonna have a special. You know, Roger's gonna have a special, Jerome's gonna have a special, Victor's gonna have a special. Like, we're all gonna.
Yeah, what we did last night, we could do, like, potentially, like, for each and every member.
Do a whole collection. And, like, even when I was in there last night, I felt like I was a part of, like, comedy history in a way. Like, I felt like I was a part of, like, this big moment that's gonna be remembered in time for a long, long time. Because it was like, it's gonna be the first comedy special on Channel 310. So it's like, that's a big deal. You know, just going from, like, me and Eric making videos on the couch in his dingy ass apartment to we just did a whole fucking production of an hour comedy special in a theater, bro. Sold out crowd too. People were outside waiting for an hour. The thing only sat 38 people, and there were 70 people in the thing. We had seats on the stage.
Yeah,
seats on the stage. People sitting in laps. People standing on the side. It was standing room only. I mean, there was people that sat in the lobby just to listen because they didn't want to miss out. Like, that was last night was magical. It was just great how everything just came together, and we all came together as a team, and then he crushed it. And that was,
Arthur crushed it for an hour and a half. It was such a pleasure, man.
It was one of the best performances I've ever seen because it was effortless. Like, it didn't look like he was trying.
He wasn't stretching nothing out.
No.
He wasn't fucking petering out.
I was so happy because I especially noticed because I was recording it and I was also watching it. So
yeah, you were on the camera.
I noticed how, like, he would, like, hit his punchlines and it would kill, and then he would, like, wait just the fucking right amount of time and then hit it again with another punchline or another setup to the joke. It was awesome.
It showed me that for sure that I'm on the right path as far as, like, what I want to do with mine.
Hell yeah.
Because I want to go when I'm a decade in. That's what I was telling. I forgot who I was telling last night. I'm going to wait till I'm 7 years in right now, so I got 3 more solid years to get to that point where Arthur's at.
That's dope. I'm giving myself 2 more years.
Yeah.
I want to do mine at 26.
Right? So yeah, I'll be like fucking 27, 28.
That's awesome.
Fucking my son will be 5, I think.
Hell yeah. Start kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully by then I'll have already established the Height Tonight show as a show, and
you already know.
Start. I imagine like a tour to all the legal states.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Right?
In 3 or 4 years, there's gonna be more states. You know, a Height Tonight show tour would be crazy. That would be really amazing. Cause, like, just seeing how, like, all these other shows and podcasts tour, and, like, it gives comics from those cities a chance to kind of shine too. And I really think if everybody listening, if you haven't seen the Height Tonight show, you're missing out. Go back and watch season 3. I think season 3 for sure is the best season yet. I think with monologue wise, Victor crushed it. With the comics that were booked, everybody, I mean, it was just such great talent across the board.
And we're about to start to shoot the first live show here on the
first
18th,
live show in
right there in the
theater,
Skip Town, right where Arthur's at.
Hell yeah! And I even think the musical guest it went up another level this season.
Oh man!
Like
awesome,
I can't like every episode every musical guest crushed it, and like this isn't we shoot the show in a garage where like 15 or 20 comics are in the audience, waiting to get on the open mic. So
This
it's
is
not.
it.
It's not like this is it. Like
this is a garage, man. This is fucking.
This isn't like your usual audience. You know what I'm saying? So if you can do well with jokes and music in front of these people, you're pretty damn good.
We've been running with weights on.
Yes.
And so, so whenever we do that night, it's going to be the proper setting for it.
Right.
And I envision it to be exactly what Arthur had, minus the audience sitting on stage.
Yeah, we can't do audience on stage that night.
Not that night. That won't work. But it will be similar to that, like packed out. But it's going to be kind of like a Turp Market feel. There's going to be a lot more smoke.
We're going to hotbox that bitch.
I plan on having at least 2 vendors out front in the lobby.
I love it.
Ooh,
And hopefully we'll have gift bags for the audience.
Willie High going to probably have to come through, huh?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to get everybody
I
out,
love
man.
Willie High, bro.
Yeah, Willie High. I'm going to get fucking Herb and Baked.
Okay.
I
like
those guys.
Yeah, dude.
So those are
Cool,
2
man.
vendors right there.
That's
I
true.
think Herb
They
and
fuck
Baked
with
makes his own vapes.
And they fuck with our YouTube
And
channel.
fucking Willie High makes his edibles. They could each have their own tables. You know what I'm saying? We could do some raffles.
Yeah, Darren's
Keys?
trying to signal.
keys.
Oh, Darren, the goon wants the keys for the car. I think it's Roger's car though.
Oh, Roger's keys.
Oh, because my son's playing in there.
Did I open it? Wait, give me a second.
Hey, make sure.
Wait.
Hey, make sure we're still recording. Is it still recording? Is the recording button?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can't roll down my window though, cause folks, my
make sure that the doors don't shut.
my window does not go down no more. So, wait, it goes down, but that shit won't go back up.
My
So
son wants to take the car. I'm
That's
sorry.
hilarious.
he's your godson, Roger. He gets to have the car.
Yeah,
man.
he gets a percentage.
yeah, well, once I get rich and famous, he can have that car, bro.
The fuck is Darren doing with my son, man?
They're out here parenting, bro. Listen,
He's like, I'm trying my best right now,
I'm
bro.
trying my best. Please.
He's like, don't you dare say Polanski around that kid, man. That is not appropriate at all. Polanski.
At all.
Butt fuck little kids. Not good. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. My kid's too cute, man. That's why I ain't got him into that shit. Yeah, that's not reassuring at all.
Dude. So last year, Lila Hart and I, we went to a taping of Jimmy Kimmel Live, and we were there, and we were just looking like, yo, this is gonna be High Tonight Show one day, bro. Like no doubt in my mind. I'll be in the garage and I'll just be watching. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be like a huge ass production with an audience of like 200 people just like passing a blunt.
That's all I want.
Yep.
Dude,
That's
like
all I
imagine
fucking
like.
That's what it is right now. But
Imagine-
Dopra.
Yeah, Elizabeth said that. Shout out to Elizabeth Croydon. She called it Dopra. But I just imagine, like, you know how, like, if you ever, like, worked audience or been to a live show, there's, like, hella producers with, like, mics on. What if, like, I just imagine there's going to be some, like, intern that has to walk to the end of the row in the audience and give that person a blunt, and then the blunt just passes through the whole crowd, And then by the end of the episode, like, a blunt gets to Victor at the desk. From the crowd. That's how I see it, bro. Because like when I see it, I see it bigger than what it is right now. Because I know what it's gonna turn into.
I mean, how can you deny it?
You
know?
can't.
That's what I'm trying to
amazing,
produce.
bro.
That's what Arthur did last night. Completely undeniable.
That's what I do.
It was
'Cause
amazing.
Even if it's not your taste, even if you didn't like prefer, his jokes, like just the production
You can't
alone.
deny it, man.
Like, how can you say that wasn't a special
Mm-mm.
on any level?
Mm-mm.
Even if you didn't think he was funny, it was a fucking professional production. That was a real fucking deal.
And great performance.
That's the type of shit we're trying to do. That's the type of show I'm trying to show. Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't like smoking weed, it's still a talk show.
Right. That's
it's
the
still
thing.
a nighttime fucking.
Even if you don't fuck with weed, you'll still like High Tonight Show.
because you're gonna maybe like magic or music or fucking.
The good comedians and music,
Yeah,
the jokes in the monologue,
the
bro.
High Tonight
We work hard on that.
You don't like conversations? Just watch the fucking performances.
Right.
There's 4, 5, 6 of them in an hour.
Yeah.
How many Tonight shows? It's mostly talking on those shows. This is more about the performance.
It's more
I
about
think.
the performances.
It's 50-50 at least.
And I like that. I like that for sure. I really think the High Tonight Show can kind of change the landscape of late night. I think a lot of shows are going to have to adapt to what you do.
And what it used to be for comedians is that if you do well enough, you might get the couch.
Yeah.
And on my show, you're gonna get the couch.
Right.
Everyone you see perform, you're gonna get to know them. You know, as opposed to maybe if you just get lucky.
And there were so many good performances this season. Like Roger had a great set, bro.
Yeah.
Roger had a great set.
I got a lot of fucking comments from Eddie Bravo during my sets.
That's awesome, dude.
Like the ones that I posted on my Instagram.
Eddie Bravo saw your High Tonight Show sets?
Yeah, he commented like on two of them on like the clips that I posted. It was cool.
He followed Planet Blak the
Did
other
he
day.
see you smoking? Did he see us smoking in the back? That's great,
That's
bro.
awesome.
It's
Dope as fuck, man.
To have those guys on any of those fucking...
Dude, it's gonna happen. I'm
other
telling you, bro.
guys.
I'm excited about it. I mean, we did a birthday episode for me. That was really fun.
That was cool as hell.
That felt like
man.
that feels like forever ago, but it was like season 3, I think episode 9. It was so fun, dude. It was a great performance from everybody.
And speaking of specials, man, fucking Malcolm Hatchett and DeMar Randy
Bro.
dropped specials on my show.
Literally, like,
That episode's not out yet, but man,
they both dropped like 20, 30 minutes.
a pop on one episode. It's a good thing that we had 2 comedians drop out that night because they filled in.
They filled it in, bro.
Both their
with
sets
goods.
and interviews.
And just like the storytelling from both of them was amazing. that
Malcolm
night.
dropped 25,
Yeah.
and Eric talked about it. He said, "We just got more out of Malcolm than all of fucking
Kill Tony's put
Kill
together.
Tony put together."
Right?
Like, I don't know how many appearances he had on Kill Tony, but probably not 25, 30 minutes.
No, he didn't.
8. So.
That's why, like, when I come back from New York, I'd really like to do like an interview documentary with you, Victor, just kind of about Garage Mike and High Tonight Show, because I feel like a decade from now, a lot of moments that have happened at High Tonight Show that we have on record on YouTube are going to be like comedy historical moments. Because there's a lot of people that have been on the show that I think are going to be legit stars one day. And
We have all the fucking the whole, like, it's the graduating class. You know, we're all freshmen if you look at it right now, compared to what we're gonna be in 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
This is like the young, fresh faces.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause, like-
you only have the honor to be like, to be witnessing this right now, and be be cognizant of what you're witnessing.
No, there's no doubt about it. Because, like, I'm going out to New York next month. Ain't no High Tonight Show or Garage Mike in New York, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they have garages.
I think
in
that
New
shit
York.
would like the police would pass by like they do here, and then they'd be like, "Oh no, what y'all doing? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this weed from?"
Right, they shut that down real quick.
They still
bro.
do the shakedown in New York for sure.
That's one thing I'm gonna miss so much, bro. I'm gonna miss Garage Mike.
Well, you're not gonna be gone that long, right?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
It depends.
shit, dude.
it depends.
You're
on,
set for a couple weeks, or a couple months.
Yeah,
like 3 months.
I'm for sure gonna be there till September. But
September, but man,
there's
it's
some
gonna
other
be a
things
big
happening.
hit, and you're just gonna fucking stay.
I'm excited, man.
That's awesome as fuck.
That's the thing. Something in my head's been telling me like, "Yo, you're gonna be out there longer than."
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah,
it
man.
freaks me out,
Fast
bro.
forward to a decade later. and
Like,
shit.
I come back and y'all like, "Oh, you're back." Yeah, dude. It's just, I don't want to be out there until I'm 30.
Yeah,
I want to
man.
come back, man, but I don't know. It's something tells me I'm gonna be out there a little longer. That's why I wanted to like make sure I did a Roger that before I left, bro.
Hey man, thank you for coming, bro. I definitely love fucking seeing you in New York, cause man, I love pizza, man. The pizza's the
We were
best.
having the pizza debate last
Yeah.
night with Jen, the homegirl Jen Kim. We were having a pizza debate. She like, what's some restaurant like Jay-Z and Beyonce go to or some shit?
Yeah, she was talking about like it's $20 like a pizza that's like
It's
this.
too expensive for me, bro.
You should go try it out, man. There's apparently some good pizza that's owned by a restaurant by Beyonce and Jay-Z.
But I'm sure some white people run that shit, bro.
That's true too, but man, go try it, man. That way you can be like, yo, I was at their restaurant.
Just for clout.
yeah, but it's just for, yeah. What if you see them there just on the off occasion?
That would be crazy.
And then you're like, yo, man, I run Planet Blak, man.
I run Planet Blak. You see my homie Roger?
Yo.
He smokes weed in the club too. But it's just great. Like, we have a 99-cent store out here. It's the 99-cent pizza, a slice out there. And I fuck with 99-cent
And there's a
slice.
size of $3 slices.
Bro, them
out
slices
here.
are like this big, bro.
That's New York shit.
And that's why I sent y'all the picture in the goon message. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you get established out there, we're gonna come. We're at least the goons are at least gonna fucking take a road trip.
The goons
Yeah.
gotta come to NYC, man.
And
I already caught
just all
dibs on the
sleep on your
bathtub.
floor.
I hear you got tips.
It's
dibs
not like
on the
we're gonna be
couch.
sleeping while we're there.
Yeah. Bro, that's the thing about New York, man. You're gonna be out till 3, 4 in the morning,
Yeah,
bro.
like we'll just
You never
at least we'll know you there.
Right.
'Cause I've never done comedy there. The last time I was there, I was 12 and I was looking at the Statue of Liberty and shit. So
Ain't that crazy?
I want to actually.
And
do
the next time
comedy there.
you go to New York, you're gonna be doing comedy, man.
I really want to do a set there.
It's
I've
fun.
I've done comedy in Texas, fucking, Canada, California.
Yeah.
But to fucking do comedy right there in New York, that's the, that's the center of the universe.
It
man.
is. It's the mecca for comedy. Like to this day, the 2 best shows I've ever been on were both in New York City. And I've done hundreds of shows in LA, and I've only done 4 in it. I've done 4 shows in New York City, and 2 of those 4 are the 2 best shows I've ever done.
There's a lot of weight to it, you know.
Bro,
did you feel it?
I felt it, bro. It was.
You
it was
could
something
see it in
different.
the audience, right?
It was something different. Like people out there, in like New York City, young people support stand-up comedy. I'm talking like 20, 21.
Right.
Like I have maybe like 4 like.
You smell like bitch.
It's sponsored by White
Already getting soft and shit.
I'm getting soft already.
It's that damn New York lungs.
Damn New York.
Oh, B, hold on, B.
Bro, I'm
Dead ass and coughing.
dead ass coughing in my Timbs, bro. Dog. But like, I have about like 5. I've only done 4 shows. I have about 5 people from one show. I did a show in this barbershop. Shout out to, I forget his last name, it's a comedian named Ronnie. Ronnie is dope as fuck. He put me up on the show in a barbershop in Brooklyn, bro. Packs it out, dog. 40 people in a barbershop. He packs it out so well that he can charge $7 tickets, BYOB, in a barbershop after hours, right? And it went so crazy, he does a Friday night show and a Saturday night show. They both sell out. You have to be there at least 30 minutes before. You're not getting into it. This isn't the Improv or the Cellar. This is a barbershop in Brooklyn. And he brings really good comics, and he let me go up and do a 10-minute set. I did really well, and 5 people from the audience follow me on Instagram, and they follow all of our shit and watch all of our Channel 310 stuff.
Because they're fucking serious.
They
out
really
there.
support comedy.
You know, like everything out there, I think, I mean, I haven't lived out there, but it feels like it's more on a schedule. You know, and like, you're not
Everybody's
fucking,
hustling,
nothing's by mistake out there, you know, like out here in California, it's real easy to stumble upon a show.
Yeah.
Like, if you're walking down an alley, you're going to find the High Tonight Show. You're just going to randomly see it.
Right here, bro.
But in New York, you can't just randomly see shit. You have to, like, plan
It's
on it.
because of the public transportation.
Right.
The
like,
metro's on a schedule, so everybody's on a
yeah,
schedule.
ain't no accidents out there, so everyone's there to see you.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking,
Suppose
you know, there's a very tight schedule they got going on, so they're going to fucking...
I was so surprised. Like, I walked up to this barbershop, and I couldn't even walk in the door because it was so packed. I was like, yo, this is the show? I'm about to
Right.
kill this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a barbershop. Like, there's bar comedy shows that have alcohol there that can't even get 10 people. And there was 45 people packed into this hot-ass barbershop to watch 15 comedians, dude. Because he just kept throwing people up because people didn't want to leave. So he just kept throwing people up. And I was one of the last 2. So it was amazing. It was an amazing atmosphere. New York City comedy is just...
I'm going to go, man.
You got to.
After you're there for at least a couple months, I'm going to go.
Come out there, bro.
It's only like 30 hours or something like that.
I think it's like 7.
On car.
Y'all
And,
like-
you know, we can hit Texas along the
y'all
way.
hit Texas out there.
We can hit my parents'
What, you talking
place.
about driving there?
Y'all want to do a goon
What
trip?
the fuck? You want to fly out there
Right.
first class? What do you
No,
mean?
I didn't take first class, bro. Jay was driving there is like a fucking 2.5
Hey
days.
man,
or
if you're
some
going
shit.
on tour, you gotta go on tour. You gotta hit the states along the way. Everyone we know.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Get
cool.
the destination and hit back. You know, you gotta make it worth it, dude. It's a real life fucking. You know, that's what we are. We're performers, man. You don't want to fucking skip all over that shit. You
That's
gotta,
true, bro. But damn, man, I don't want to go to like these racist countries, bro.
Now you do.
No, I don't,
Yes,
bro.
you do. You want to go up there. You want to talk about your one
racist
Mexican nut. In
You
front
know-
of a bunch of hicks in the
In
middle
Arkansas.
of America. Yeah. And see how that goes.
You hear that?
good,
You
bro.
hear that, Sharon? That boy said he got one testicle.
Exactly, bro. You got to go to the fucking Bible Belt with your material, Roger. That's what it's about, dude. You
I go there
kidding
when
me?
I'm more established.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna just
How-
like pass
how do you
by.
think you
and
get
then, like,
established?
some white dude's gonna be like,
You got to
hey,
get there.
Ain't that a Mexican?
All right, catch me in the
That-
parking lot after the show.
You were the Mexican's Mexican, man. You
He
scared
really
the
is.
shit out of him.
I tell that all the time. I was like, dude, like this stereotypical like picture of a Mexican that they try to like describe to you. That's what Roger looks
You're going to be
like.
fucking their white daughters, too.
Like you're what Fox News is afraid of.
Nah, you're incorrect.
Hey, me and Darren are what Fox News are afraid of too, so you're not alone.
Nah, you guys wrong, man.
Y'all are exactly why they want to build that wall.
That's why Darren's joke about like him being ugly doesn't work. Bitches were like hitting him up after they're like, nah, you can't pull that off.
That's hilarious.
But these chemtrails though,
Yo, man, fuck this. Nah, man. The thing about chemtrails is that they're not real. Man. The streaks in the sky are just for to block out the sun rays. That way we get less global warming.
You know where we always see chemtrails? Off Etowanda, right by CSUN.
I know. I don't know why.
Anyway,
bro.
like wherever we're there, we always look up chemtrails all the time.
It's just like they just like spraying the students there. They're like, all right, man.
Did you tell Victor what happened across the street from CSUN?
Nah, we ain't talking about that, man. Ain't nothing happened across the street from CSUN.
what happened?
Nothing.
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
No.
There was one lady that told us not to smoke pot by her house.
There you go. That's the main thing.
That don't sound so bad.
Bro, she leaned out her window. She was like, "Yo, don't smoke pot by my house." And we were just like, "Okay."
She said pot?
Yeah, she said pot. I'm like, "You fucking loser." Oh my gosh, man.
Wow.
And like, so we just moved up like 2 parking spots, so the smoke probably eventually made it to her house.
Yeah,
Really?
But at least we weren't in front of her house.
We weren't in front of her house though. That's what she said. She didn't say smoke weed by my house. She said smoke weed in front of my house. My dad's a lawyer. I know how to look into words.
I keep forgetting that, dude. That is such a good thing to have. Your dad's a lawyer.
Yeah, bro. That's why I tell that joke, bro. That's why I can't be a rapper, dog. Like my dad represented me in court, nigga. Like,
Dude,
I can't rap about
that's
shit.
That's a real deal. You know, lawyers are in it to win it. Like, they represent bad people all the time.
yeah, like it's crazy. Like I'm a criminal. My dad has represented.
Yeah.
He
Real
was guilty,
shit,
but
bro.
look, not really.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
You usually fight harder for guilty people. That's how you know you got a good lawyer, because they fight harder.
Wait, yeah, dude. Got my weed charge adjudicated. Isn't that what it's called?
Adjudicated?
Isn't that what it's called?
That's so
I
racist.
don't know, bro. That sounds like some.
It's where it's like completely expunged from your record.
Hey,
I had a good lawyer, bro.
Yeah.
It was almost like I was related to it. I should do that joke like that. Like, yeah, bro, I have a really good lawyer. He fights for me like he's related to me.
That's funny.
That's the type of representation you want.
Look at us writing stand-up jokes in here.
Yeah, that's what this shit's all about.
Dog, I've been
Joe Rogan said that, dude. He said so much of his last special came from
his special.
conversations
Dude,
on his podcast.
I fuck with Brendan Shaw really hard. I really like Brendan Shaw. Like UFC fighter turned comedian. Like grinds like he's like an open micer, bro. And so like he was saying like he's doing a Showtime special next month, and so he was doing his thing. He's doing this thing for Showtime is behind the scenes where he kind of talks about how he's preparing for his special and everything. And he was saying how he does 2 podcasts. He does The Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen, and then he does one with Theo Von every now and then too. And he said doing podcasts with really funny comedians that are good writers like Theo Von and Brian Callen, I'm coming up with bits in the podcast. And so he's just like, as a newer comedian, but I still have to have all these fans, so I'm going to do a special and all this kind of stuff. It's really good to have that, because then I can go back, watch it, and write that into a bit, and then it kills on stage. But it's like it came out organically. You weren't like trying to force yourself to make a joke. You're just having a conversation with other like-minded, funny people. So it's just like, it's crazy. Like the more you just talk, the more material you're going to come up with. Because you'll think of stories you've never thought about and all this kind of stuff. Like it's crazy because like Brendan Shaw was really coming out with a lot of material really fast, and I think it's because he runs 2 really good podcasts.
And then he gets up a lot, bro. He tours like fucking all over the country. Yeah. And Australia too, man.
I bet they love his ass out there, man.
Hell yeah, bro. He's badass, man.
And that gets rid of that shit, dude.
Like, he just shot his special too at for Showtime.
Yeah.
That's gonna come out
next month.
Yeah, bro. And all of his fans have heard that, you know? Like, as they're listening to him, like, the old school way of thinking is like, or if someone records my set, it's over. Yeah. Like, nah, man, you could record it 3-4 times. You could record one joke, 3-4 different versions, and then have the special with that same joke.
It's super tight now, though.
Exactly, and anybody who cares about you, who buys your shit, is gonna watch all of those.
Because they want to see it in its final form.
And that's that new shit right now. It's that's how you release a single and an album.
Hell yeah,
that's gonna be just like musicians.
Because Chaz Carter and I, fellow goon, we did our first TV taping together last night out in Ventura.
Congrats!
And thank you so much. It was so.
So
fun,
which
man.
channel?
So it's for this big comedy website called NotYourAverageComedy.com. And it'll be on the internet, and I think you can watch it free with ads and everything. And so it'll be streaming live on that. And like I was thinking, like, yo, this is dope. I'll finally get to see it in like a real form, and then those jokes that I did on that, I can make them better now. Because you don't have to stop. Just because you recorded it doesn't mean you stop making it funny, you know.
Definitely not, man. Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz talk about like a bit not ever being finished.
That's good. That's a good way to think about it.
Because like as you progress as a comedian, you always get funnier. Then you're like, yo, I didn't think about that tag for this bit 2 years ago, and then now maybe that tag makes it like a whole nother 5 jokes that you didn't even think about because now you're like a year better.
Yeah, because every year you're gonna be funny. If you're consistent, you're gonna be funnier the next year.
And it's fun to play with that old shit. Like,
bring it
like
back.
A joke that you
different.
thought of when you weren't as funny.
Yeah, because you couldn't
it's
figure it out. It's
amazing. You're like, oh man, this retard didn't know
This
what
is
he was
what
doing. You know,
I have
thinking of your old self.
I have 2 new bits that I'm doing a lot now that I came up with my first year, but they just weren't good yet. But now they're crushing because I'm 2 years from that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy how like your brain can just get better and then go back and improve something you wanted to do a long time ago, but you weren't ready yet.
And there's no reason to give up on it.
Why? Yeah.
You know, that's an old mentality.
Because the goal is just being funny. I think we overthink a lot of things sometimes. Like, oh, it's already out there, blah blah blah. It's like, no, I feel like fans even want to know how can you make this even funnier than it is right now.
When I'm at like open mics, I definitely notice like when a comedian like adds another tag to their joke.
Because we're around each other so much.
Yeah. And then it just makes it like that much funnier, like, and you notice like, damn, that's awesome.
Because that's what Arthur did last night. Because I thought
I heard all that shit different ways.
In different ways,
For
bro.
the
And
past
then the way
2 years I've known him.
He flowed into it, and he did that joke before it. And so, like, I thought the special was fun for the fans, the audience, the regular people that showed up. But I feel like it was most fun for us.
It was like homework for me.
Because for
I was
2
taking
years,
notes.
we've watched him tell versions of most of those jokes.
And I would have never guessed that all those put together at
Would
every
make a
single
special.
mic that I'd ever seen him at for the past 2 fucking years that I known him would ever add up to 1 hour and 20.
No.
It didn't feel like
It
that.
didn't feel like
Watching
that.
him at open mics,
Yeah.
3 minutes at a time.
Right, 3 minutes at a time, performing in front of 4 people, and he added all
every
of that up.
fucking night.
You know, and so that's why I thought, I was like, yeah, I bet this is fun for the people that bought tickets, but like us goons that have been doing this thing with Arthur, it's most fun for us because like we've seen the whole entire process. Like I've seen some of those jokes bomb before. That's why it was so special to me. Like I've seen him do a joke and nobody laugh at it because it's a shitty open mic, and then it crushes in front of 70 people in the theater. Like that, it just made me feel like I'm experiencing something so cool right now. It's like an out of body experience almost because we've kind of been around this material. Like he did jokes last night that I've given him notes on. Like, hey, do this tag, and so that makes you feel good to be like, yo, something I said to him made it into his special. And I feel like all the goons have a moment like that with that material that he just did because we've kind of been around that material for 2 years too.
It's that difference between like the practice and the game night.
Yeah,
you know,
it was like watching like a basketball player just go off for like 60.
We were watching them practice. You know, that's all
every
it's
day.
been.
Lift
and
weights,
you
run,
forget because that's what
all that stuff.
You practice more than you actually perform.
Oh my gosh!
You
So
know?
that way
so you forget,
right?
You know, like that's what it's about. That's what it adds up to.
Yeah,
and that's the shit that people don't see.
Hell yeah! Have you ever done a show and like a joke hits really hard? You're like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Like that's funny. Like because like we do these open mics and we perform in a garage
to it,
and you just get so numb to the joke and nobody laughs at it. They're just looking at you like, all right, get the fuck off the stage because I want to do my shit.
Yeah,
you said that shit last night at 11 o'clock.
You said it 11 different ways.
Have you I remember one time I felt like such a piece of shit. I did a joke and I saw a nigga in the audience mouth my fucking punchline because he had seen me do that same
like
bit
a song.
in 3 mics. This nigga do the lyrics to my joke like it was a Michael Jackson song. Nigga. I was mad as fuck. I was like, nigga, did you just mouth my fucking punchline? He's like, yeah, niggas, I see you do it for 3 nights straight. You know, so I was like, damn. But then you do it at a show like that joke that I'm talking about. Did it at the TV taping last night. Crushes in front of a room of 200 people, and I'm like, I'm glad I overdid that joke to the point of me getting tired of it in front of all these comedians because it's paying off right now in front of people that paid to be here. Yeah. And so, like, it's crazy how stand-up is like this. We want it to go like this, but it's like this weird up the mountain journey around all this kind of thing, and it's all about just telling the truth of what you think is funny. And that's what it comes down to, and you working it out so it can be as good as possible. And, like, what Arthur did last night, you could tell he had been working on that shit. Just working, bro.
I'm surprised.
It was amazing. To see him do an hour and a half, I fucking...
It didn't even feel... When y'all said he did an hour and a half, I was like, no way. It didn't
as soon
feel
as
like
it
that.
happened, I messaged the Goon
You
chat.
did. You were like,
happened,
hour and counting.
I was like, Arthur just hit an hour, y'all. I messaged all y'all. I did it for Caesar because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wanted Caesar, and I was like, yo, Arthur's doing something
Because
right now.
Because I remember when he first told me, he was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to do 30. I'm like, why? You do 30 in garage mic, nigga. Like, do an hour. People are bro.
He didn't know. He didn't
even know. Dude, he didn't even pull a blunt out.
Whenever he was done and he said it all, he's like, how long I do, y'all? He didn't know. And he wouldn't have known. That's how it feels when you do that shit.
Open?
My what?
Is your front door open?
Why?
I didn't take a piss.
What?
I didn't take a piss. I want to let these fools keep running this shit because they're badass motherfuckers. You know, but I gotta take.
All right.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh
Yo,
my
man,
God.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to piss myself. So the point is,
I mean, do you want to end the show? It's like an hour.
Nah, bro, we must keep it rolling, bro. You guys are
bro.
bad motherfuckers, man. We must keep it going,
Let
bro.
me make sure my phone's still going.
Ah.
Jeez Louise, it is.
Hey, you guys are bad motherfuckers.
We on some Joe Rogan shit today. We said we wanted to do at least 2 hours, bro.
I guess we
We
are.
want to do the longest podcast in Channel 310 history.
Okay.
You hear that, ladies and
We
gentlemen?
got a good chunk of it on my phone now that I fucking deleted it.
We're going to have most of the video, not all of it, but we'll
I
have
have
a lot.
hours free now that I deleted some
Hell
shit.
yeah.
So
But yeah, we're trying to make the longest podcast in Channel 310 history because it's Cinco DeMayo.
Who? Take over.
What are you talking about?
What am I gonna do this alone?
Yeah, dude. Nah.
Wait till Roger gets back.
wait till
you
Roger
can't
gets back.
both pee in my bathroom. What? It's daytime. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't do that. You catch a charge, bro.
I already got charged.
Nah.
What? Don't. No, you didn't. What do you mean? When'd you do that?
Hey, go to Papa.
Oh my gosh.
Papa. I guess. All right. I guess we're taking a break then.
We don't have to take a break. But it's just like, last night,
Come here, Papa. No, last night was dope, though.
last night was amazing. Like, I've never seen that many people support an independent live comedy show.
They should all be proud of themselves.
They really should. Like, shout out to everybody that
Whatever,
came
you
through
know,
to
whatever.
Arthur's special taping last night.
Yes.
You made that happen because I think he did so well because it's like, yo, how can you not do well? You have the theater packed to a brim. All these people here to see you. And so if you were an audience member last night for Shut Your Ass Up, you're part of the reason of why last night was so magical and so funny. Because I think the energy you brought to Arthur, he gave right back. So, I mean...
He worked hard for that.
Yeah, dude.
That's what he wants, you know? There's a lot of people who do a lot of different things in the world, and that's what we grew up to be, you know? That's what we're supposed to be doing. We couldn't, you know, like, we're just following like,
Right.
what we're supposed to... That Arthur can't, you know, he's not going to be a fucking manager at Domino's or some shit.
No.
He's a fucking performer, and last night he did that. He's going to be doing that for, you know, forever. You know, that's what he was supposed to be doing.
I'll crack it up when you say manager Domino's. I remember one night at Garage Mike, you were hosting and you went on this whole tangent about following your dreams because you were talking about how like following your dreams was bullshit and it was so hard. You're like, I could have just been a fucking manager at Domino's and been stupid. Why do I have to want to do this shit? And that was, bro, I laughed so hard till I cried. You said I could have just been a manager at Domino's. Why did I have to want to do shit?
Because it's a curse.
Bro, that's hilarious. You gotta add that to your bits, bro.
Because there's no,
that is so
like,
funny.
no one asking of this. You know, no
No.
one asks us like, "Hey, go perform."
Hey,
for
I
me."
want jokes.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like you have
They're
to.
like, no,
you have to be a performer. You have to be a little delusional.
because no one asked you to do
Because
that.
basically-
No one begged you.
No. Basically, with stand-up comedy, you're telling how you feel about stuff. No one gives a fuck how you feel, and you feel important enough to write a funny joke about it? What? You have to be kind of delusional to be a performer.
To take it so far as to make it deliverable.
And you have to be kind of cocky in a way because you're like, yeah, I'm so good. People should pay money to see me do things I came up with in my head. Like, isn't that crazy? When you think about it,
you're so clever. You're so creative.
When you think about it, that's really a crazy thing. Hey, I think of funny stuff in my head. You should pay $5 to come listen to it.
Right.
What the fuck? Like, that's crazy.
Because what people prefer is someone who's naturally good at that.
Exactly.
Not someone who works on that.
Yeah.
For a decade.
Right.
You know, quietly with
exactly.
their head down.
And you just and then like when you think about it, entertainment is so weird.
Papa, go get the ball. Go play.
Entertainment is so weird that entertainers, we feel like they should pay to watch
Go
us.
kick it around there.
But then when you think about it, when people feel the way they feel when they receive that form of entertainment, they're like, yo, this was worth the $5. This was worth the $10. And so at the end of the day, it's what we're supposed to do. So you have to have those kind of like narcissistic adjacent beliefs or you're not going to achieve what you're going to achieve. Like,
and those thoughts and those beliefs, like, we don't choose them.
No.
It's like a sexuality.
Yeah.
Whenever I came
really
out
is.
as a comedian, I was ashamed. I was like, I don't want this. Like, I'm sorry, y'all.
I didn't choose this. It was,
like,
but it was full speed ahead because you felt like it's something you had to do.
Like, I told my parents, I'm like, I gotta tell y'all. I'm a performer. Like, I'm sorry. I want to be famous. I'm sorry.
Crazy. I did that with my parents too. I sat them down and I said, "Hey, I'm dropping out of college and I'm doing this."
Like, I know you want me to be a manager or like, you know, corporate,
get a degree,
like, anything but this.
Can you be real? Could you even imagine yourself working a corporate job?
No, it would be bad. It would be bad for everyone who loves me. You know, like for my family. Even if I was like providing, they'd see how like dead I was, and it would affect them. You know, it would affect them. You know, at first they think maybe handle it for a couple years, but after a decade of just seeing me just wither away, and die, and just fucking.
I'd rather be broke doing this shit than make six figures doing some corporate shit.
That you hate, that makes you shit blood.
That's true, but then I just feel bad for my family. I'm like, I'd rather do that corporate shit because then my family can eat right now. You know?
Ain't that crazy?
But I mean, they're eating, but they're looking at you, and they don't respect you.
Nah, they would respect the shit out of me, bro. What you mean, bro?
Right.
That's the American dream to them, bro.
Respect it, bro.
Fucking immigrant parents. I got immigrant parents, bro. The main thing is like, yo, man, we gotta get this house.
There's nothing noble in that. I don't know. I've
Nah,
seen
bro,
that road has been walked down 100 times already.
It has
by
been,
everyone before me.
But hey,
and
man,
I saw how they ended up.
I gotta represent, bro.
They all got divorced, angry, bitter,
working jobs they don't like.
They're just mean people.
That's true, but
and they're upset, and like they got everything going for them but happiness. I'd rather fight for at least just being proud of myself. I don't know.
It's just gonna take some extra time, you know. Once
everyone else, man.
Because we on the way.
Ride, you know?
Because I feel like with comedy is more of a patient. I think with any art form, comedy is more of a patience thing. I feel like you can not be that good, but over 15 years, build a certain skill to be a good comedian. A
certain audience.
You can't become a good singer in 15 years. You either got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So like, I think comedy is just one of those things where you have to be patient and know like eventually it's just gonna work out. Mm-hmm. And so you have to have that confidence in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean we see it all the time just in like Comedy Store regulars and headliners. They just stuck with it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all it takes, man.
Yeah,
That's Kevin Hart's thing, dude.
That's also Jay Leno's thing, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want to be too, man. Jay Leno's got all of his money off of his fucking touring and comedy separate from everything he made on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And like they're both very like wealthy amongst their own. He hasn't even touched the shit from touring.
Right.
He only uses his Tonight Show money.
That's crazy.
That's what I want to do, man.
That's amazing.
And just to pass it off to somebody, but I'd still keep going. I'd still do my own shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'd be happy to pass it on to my son if he ever wanted to do
that is gonna be an interesting thing when Tonight Show becomes a franchise. Awesome, who's gonna be the second?
Why not, bro? Why
not River? You know, we need.
Why
some
not put
nepotism.
on your own kid? You know what I'm saying, bro? Making millions.
What legal marijuana looks like 20 years in?
We don't even know.
So established.
Isn't that crazy? He's gonna be 22.
Yeah.
In 20 years?
Yeah, and it'll be 20
I was 22
something.
2 years ago.
It'll be 40 something. The year 2040 something.
Dog, I'll be 44.
And the internet
River
will be
22.
just like thoughts and like, you know, everyone will be connected like hardwired and shit, wireless.
What do you think River is going to be like as an adult?
I don't know, man. I'm already so proud of him. I don't care. I hope he's gay. I hope he's fucking like rich and shit.
He's a good
just, like,
kid,
super like just chill.
He's
you
a
know?
really good kid.
And he's got everything. You know, he's got a good. He's got a family that loves him.
Y'all do
you
good with
know?
him, man.
And we give him plenty of attention, and we want to give him like at least a couple more siblings.
Okay.
You know, his mom wants 3 boys, and I was like, you know,
She wants the whole squad, bro.
She want a football team, man.
she wants 3 boys. I'll see what I can do. It's kind of a roll of the dice, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping for a boy with him, and it happened. I think that fat dudes have boys.
Really?
Yeah, because like skinny fighter dudes have daughters.
I really
And
want a
fat
daughter.
jolly dudes have boys.
I'm not. I don't really care about having.
That's your
son.
theory.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know why, but I really want a daughter. I don't really like.
Candace does not want a daughter.
Really?
She's like,
I want one
"Fuck
so
that."
bad.
She remembers how bitchy she was to her mother growing up.
Oh,
She's like, I did not want
okay.
that shit. I'm not gonna deal with that. Like,
That's
I will
hilarious.
fight my daughter. It was like, no, all right. I get
Slap
it.
fight.
And the girls more expensive.
Yep,
They're
for
more
sure.
expensive.
They are.
They're like generally.
But I don't know what it is. I really want a girl. Like I really want a daughter one
They
day.
just water down your genetics. You know,
Really? They don't pass on the last name?
Exactly. Like fuck it. You're a forgotten. Like you're a fucking dead end is what you are.
I don't know, bro. Cause like I don't know. It's something about. I feel like it's something about having a daughter. They like. A daughter is gonna take care of you in your old age.
Well, a father-daughter relationship is something that's
Exactly.
Like, man,
It's
been
something
carried
special.
on for a long time. It's
Yeah.
had a lot of strength, similar to the mother-son.
Right.
It's just
It's
fucking.
it's interesting with the cross-gender relationship between like the parent and the
It
child.
could be detrimental if it's not like if a father isn't present to a daughter.
Yeah.
That's what makes hookers and
That's what
fucking.
makes-
Oh my god!
But at the same time, an overbearing father makes a very slutty girl.
Yeah.
So, you
It's
know,
a
there's a
balance.
very thin
It's
line.
definitely
You know, because like the fathers who are like, no one touches my daughter, she's sucking everyone's dick.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and at the same time, it's like fucking. If you're not there, she's getting paid.
Because I
for
think
it.
there's something about, even though you do have that masculine, like, tough exterior as a man, I think you still need, as a boy, you need that nurturing from a mom. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta have that shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I'm not looking forward to
That's
it.
why my
man.
one friend was an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
mom wasn't around?
Yo,
No, that's real. It's funny, but that's real,
Dude,
though.
moms are nurture. Moms
are.
are soft and like.
And I think moms also build confidence in you because
Mm.
you come home as a child and there's somebody at home that you know always supports you, always thinks you're the best. And your mom, it's very few moms that are telling their kids negative shit when they get home.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? Your
they-
mom
yeah.
always tells you you're the best.
You need
so
it.
I think that builds a certain confidence.
even if they're crazy.
Yeah, even if they are
crazy.
But it's just
But
like, I
like,
think
yeah.
moms build a sense of awareness and sense of self within you as a child. you know?
My dad always told me when I was little. He's like, I could have kept you, but I let your mom have you because
Huh.
I knew that she was
That's
necessary.
beautiful in a way.
Like, because when they got divorced, she's the one who fucked up, right? So like, he could have kept me, but
Wow.
he decided it's like no, he needs
needs
like
his mom.
a son needs a mother more than a father.
Wow.
He's a cold dude. Like
That's
if I grew up
beautiful,
with
man.
him,
He
I
was
would've
like,
been-
he was just like, man, I'm gonna be blowing loads
Yeah.
of bitches. You don't need to see any of this.
Yeah, I would have
It's just
grown up.
gonna, it's just gonna ruin you, man. Go to your mom.
Yeah, I would have grown up a colder, like different
Fucking
person.
savage,
you know?
bro.
Yeah, it would have been very different.
Yo,
That's what
Darran
I
Davis
do
giving us a
deserve
light,
it.
bro.
We ain't hit 2 hours.
We got 13 more minutes, bro. Cause look, bro, we about to talk about. Yo, Niles is going to New York, bro. It's a fucking pleasure to have him here at the Roger That podcast. Cause
Isn't that crazy?
he's gonna be in New York, man. What you doing out in New York, man? Let him know.
I write for Comedy Central.
Hey, that's what's
I do.
up.
Shout out to Comedy Central. Comedy Central is the label.
You
that
are a
pays
Comedy
me.
Central writer. I know a Comedy Central writer.
Hell
Isn't
yeah,
that
I can
bro.
crazy?
say
Would-
that. I can say
Yeah.
that now.
Last night they said it
mixers, bro.
at the
So-
show,
No,
the
it's
taping, and they're like, coming to stage, Niles Abston, he's a writer for Comedy Central. It kind of like it hit me really
No
hard.
one can
I was
take that.
I've talked about it, but I've never heard somebody say it
As a credit.
And when he said it, I was just like, and Chaz was like, woo! Like, cheering me on, you know? And I was like, dude, like, I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been an amazing experience, man. And, like, it was crazy to just hear it last night.
That's amazing.
And so it was a weird moment. It, like, culminated into this, like, moment of celebration. But, yeah, dude, I'm doing a web series with Comedy Central. It's called The Night Pigeon. It's hilarious. First 3 episodes are on the internet right now. Go watch them.
Watch it right now. After you watch this, go watch it right now.
Yes, please. The episodes are only 3 to 4 minutes. They're on the Comedy Central Facebook page, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. So you don't have an excuse. They're everywhere for free. Go watch them. It's really funny. It's about a black superhero that doesn't have superpowers, and he hates his day job. And Roy Wood Jr. plays a parody version of Luke Cage named Luke Rage that is like his superhero mentor. And it was so fun to shoot because like Roy is the reason why this is happening. He proposed the idea to the network like, hey, let's do a spin-off web series of a sketch, because I wrote a sketch with Roy about black superheroes that went viral. It had 1 million views on Facebook within 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah. Woo! Crazy numbers. And it did so good. People were like, yo, we want to see this more. And so one of the main characters from that, Manu and Hart, really funny comedian, really funny actor out in New York. He plays that character, Night Pigeon. So, and the funny thing was, we didn't even name the character Night Pigeon until right before we shot the sketch. He didn't even have a name, because when you make a parody of something, so we were making a parody of Marvel, lawyers and legal have to approve every single time you use names. So we couldn't even say the word Hulk in the sketch. I'm serious. We couldn't even say the word Hulk. We couldn't say a lot of things. And so like we were like, so we couldn't say Falcon, because he's obviously a parody of Falcon, Anthony Mackie's character in the Avengers. And we were like, what's stupid? A pigeon. He's black. Night Pigeon. And so we were like, all right, we're going to go with Night Pigeon. And so we went with Night Pigeon. The rest of the sketch goes viral. And then literally 3 months later, we're doing a web series spinoff of this character we literally just made up on a whim. That's so cool with comedy, bro. Like, you can just make up stuff right there on the spot, and it turns into a franchise. You know, and so like, yeah, so we did a web series, and I'm really happy for Manuin that plays Night Pigeon, because he was just like a guest star on the sketch, and now he has a whole web series named after a character he's playing. He kind of came out of nowhere, and he's an up and coming comedian in New York. So like playing Night Pigeon next to Roy, who's a legit star right now on the Daily Show, and with his last special, you know, Manuin's gonna probably become a star too. And so it's kind of cool to be able to say like I wrote that role for him, you know. So like I'm excited for him, and just like the web series as a whole, because I think, you know, if we do really well with the numbers and people watch it, we'll get 7 more episodes. And so that's what I really want.
Definitely go watch that shit.
It's already gonna get 7 more episodes, because it's already gotten like fucking 500,000 views in like 2 days.
Yeah, as a whole for the series, we've already passed 1 million views on Facebook. So I'm hyped as fuck, dude. Like I want those next 7 episodes, because I want to do some crazy shit. I want to add some new storylines and create some new characters and all that kind of stuff. So I hope we get those 7. So y'all go watch that shit. Support, please. It's funny too.
It's hilarious. I saw episode 1 yesterday. It was cool as fuck. I'm gonna watch the other 2, and I'm also gonna read the script, because I got the homie Niles Abston here. What's good, bitches?
Yeah. Because awesome. and that's the end goal with these kind of things. You know, I want to get to a point where I'm making stuff with the goons, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
And we all know how to write scripts, and we all know how to put things together, because that's the end goal, is making cool stuff with your friend.
Hell yeah, bro. And on that note, Victor Martinez, you got any plugs, bro? What you got,
Man,
bro?
the High Tonight Show season finale is coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to be planning for that. Be on the lookout. And, season 4 is going to be coming back strong in the fall. He's got his water right there, man. Mom's on the way. And, hey, man, Garage Mike Studios. We're going to be having much more productions in here. Roger that's going to be in here every fucking Sunday.
Hey, Garage Mike. Roger that. Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Bro, Roger that is dope, dude. Like,
You guys are awesome, bro.
Just checking this out, bro. Like, I know one day Roger That is gonna be like one of the top podcasts in the country, bro.
Yeah, bro, and it's always gonna be like this, man. 40s and smoke, bro.
40s and smoke. Because Roger, you're a really good podcast host, bro. Like
Thank you, man.
you have a gift for like kind of like guiding the people you have on the podcast to tell a story, or just kind of like even when you're like you don't even talk for a little bit, you kind of like guide the conversation, like say this, you know what I'm saying? So like you're really good at the shit. You can tell like you definitely listen to other good podcasts and put it together for a while before you even started yours. Yeah. So it's just like I definitely see this as something that's gonna be like you're traveling across the country because people want to come to a Roger That because they listen to it in their car every day on the way to work, you know?
Hey, man, I'm attracting all the fucking stoners, all the drinkers, and all, if you want to say some psychedelics, and we going to get fucked up.
The ska listeners.
Ska listeners, rock and roll, hip-hop, all that good shit. And thank you, man. I appreciate it, especially you guys, man. The guests mean a lot. Darran Davis, Niles Abston, Victor Martinez Jr., my godson right there, River, hell yeah. River Sky Martinez.
Rio,
in Spanish. Yo, so Niles, any plugs before we end this?
Definitely please watch The Night Pigeon on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please follow me on Instagram at the Niles Abston Show. We got a lot of cool things going with Channel 310. We're going to be starting Lila's live show here in June. We got more things with Planet Blak coming soon, so please check that out. Please check the cartoon out.
Check out Planet Blak.
Yeah, please. And then just, and just keep following our journey. We're really doing this thing. About to go to New York and do that kind of stuff, so check in. I might start my own little podcast, something like that, to cover that. So, yeah, just be checking in with me on that. And then follow me on Twitter at Niles100. So, yeah.
Hey, Niles Abston. Cheers, bro. Yeah.
Cheers.
Victor Martinez, you're a badass motherfucker. Darran Davis, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Roger That episode. I forget, you guys are awesome.
Cinco DeMayo edition.
Cinco DeMayo edition. Yeah.
All right, hit the button.
Thank you guys.
That was the longest production in Channel 310 history.